Evanston basketball is live on the radio at KNYN 99.1 and online at mylocalradio.com. Catch the Red Devils all winter long on your exclusive home for Evanston sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain West Business Solutions, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Landmark Plumbing and Heating, McKay Frankham, Uinta County School District Number 1, Joe's Modern Cleaners, Ellingford Brothers, Legal Tender Restaurant at Dunmar Inn, The Lumber Yard, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Bear River Dental, Superior Rental and the Gun Room, T-Bar S Body Shop, West Star Printing, Pet Mineral Labs, Trona Valley Credit Union, MyLocalRadio.com, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Plains Tire, Evanston Regional Hospital, Kazine's, Seavers Jewelers, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Flex Fitness. With the opening tip approaching, let's head courtside for pregame coverage.
Welcome to Cody High School, 32-14, the score in the JV contest as we welcome you in. Jake Hibbert joining you for another Friday night of Wyoming 4A basketball, a girls contest followed by a boys as always. The Lady Red Devils and the Cody Broncs set to take place in about a half hour from now. The boys contest of Evanston versus Cody about 2 hours away. We'll be back to look ahead to these games coming up tonight at Cody in the upper corner of Wyoming on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Evanston and Cody, a team on opposite sides of the quadrants, Northwest versus Southwest, as we finish inter-region play this weekend. The Cody Lady Broncs coming into this game at 7-6, 1-2 conference record. The Lady Red Devils 10-7 with a 2-1 conference record halfway through this season. 32-15 and 5:58 left in this girls JV game. That will prelude and lead us up to the girls varsity contest. The Evanston Lady Red Devils with a big lead over the homestanding Broncs JV squad. We will look ahead to Evanston versus Paige Powell and the likes of the Cody Broncs when we come back. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Jake Hibbert joining you live from Cody High School. Time on the clock, 5:12 p.m. And we are leading up to a scheduled 5:30 tip-off. We've been late on the last couple of contests, and both of them last week, Friday and Saturday, from Red Devil Gymnasium. And we'll probably be a little bit late on this one as well. But whenever we do get start, the Evanston Lady Red Devils team, a squad that has really just kind of come together and formed a single unit, is going up against a dynamic duo in the Cody Broncs, although a team that is looking for some more wins on the season, just one game above 500, standing at 7-6 coming into February 8th. Paige Powell in transfer from Encampment, and she's a senior, 6 foot in the post. And Tori Schutzman, a 5'4" sophomore, outside guard, off guard. They combine a inside-outside shooting duo for Cody that's had some great games and some not-so-great games surrounding the team. Depth is a problem. They ran 7 to begin the year, but they run 6 now, and that's partially because Tegan Thompson Well, she's gone. She was the sixth man for this team. She got an internship as a page for John Barrasso in Washington, D.C. She moved out there, and so Cody's 7-person rotation moved down to 6 players. And those 6 players, Michaela Moss, Tessa Blau, Tori Schutzman, Morgan Forconi, Paige Powell, and Britt Bauer. They play a whole lot of minutes and not a whole lot of substitutions. Basically, you're looking at, unless there's foul trouble, Paige Powell, Tori Schutzman, and Michaela Moss are going to be playing the entire contest. Probably Morgan Forconi as well. The 2 players that go in, Tessa and Britt, kind of sub in and out for each other. Cody's coming off a not-so-great weekend as well. They got pummeled by Star Valley, but everyone's been getting pummeled by Star Valley. And then they nearly gave away what should have been gimme win for Jackson on Saturday. And that was where the struggles really were more noticeable. Conversely, Evanston is for a second weekend without backup post Zosha Novakoski, as she's dealing with a leg injury that came as a result of a weight training accident. But the Red Devils really barely faltered without her last week, playing their best contest in 2 appearances against Kelly Walsh this season. Lost 44-17 the first time around, lost 39-29 the second time around, and that was really made free throws versus missed free throws down the stretch for those 2 teams. Then they came away with a win over Rock Springs, a very fine Northwest Quadrant team, 41-39, and held Brenley Jenkins, the leading scorer in the West Side, to just 6 points. She's averaging over 20 coming into that game. And Evanston got its 10th win in 17 games on the season. The defense for Evanston has been at the core of their victories this season, and they'll certainly need it once again tonight going up against the Powell-Schutzman duo. Over on the boys' side, that game's scheduled for about 7 o'clock tonight. That's Evanston's 2 lowest-ranked teams that they'll play all year in Cody, followed by Riverton tomorrow, and maybe a chance to get a 2-game winning streak going in to the final conference stretch of the season. But they also take on 2 of the most dynamic scorers in 4A, and Elijah Leyva tonight for Cody and Trayton Paxton tomorrow for Riverton. Leyva's a transfer from Worland who moved in last season, his junior year, and ended up having to lead the charge for Cody last season in the state tournament after the 6'8" senior post Zach Todd came away with an injury. Leyva's a dribble, drive, scoring shooting guard, and he also likes to huck it up from distance, and those come with varying results. He's shooting 28% on the year from deep. He certainly is a very dangerous shooter when open, but probably shoots a little bit too much when guarded. It'll be interesting to see how Evanston opts to handle him defensively and who is tasked with sticking with him tonight. As you'll hear from Coach Corney a little bit later on, Brady Hurd, most likely the guy when the Evanston Devils are in man, who will be sticking with Leyva, but how much they run man is still up to anyone's guess. We'll come back with a standout student, Jackson Nichols, a freshman for Evanston and a member of the swim and dive team. Won the conference meet last week with the 100 backstroke and is your 4A West champion with the 3rd best overall time of any of the competitors in the 100 backstroke, behind a couple of guys from the east side. I'm Jake Hibbert joining you pregame when clock's moving a little bit slow here in the 4th quarter. 4:27 left and 32-15 still the score on this girls JV contest. The varsity game will come on after this, and then the boys will follow probably about 7:15, maybe 7:20, as we're already into 5:17 for a scheduled 5:30 tip-off. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive here in Evanston.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazine's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazine's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazine's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
I've got Jackson Nichols, a freshman on the EHS swim team. You were able to come away with a conference victory in the 100 backstroke. You had the 3rd best time in the entire state all year in that meet. It was sitting at 56 seconds and .72. Prior to that, what was your best in that event?
The day before I went a 59, which a 59 has been my goal for a very long time, and I've just been working to that. And about this time last year was about a 104, so I'm really happy with a 56.
Jumping from middle school, your best to being 104 down to 59 the day before to 56. Where'd that spark come from?
The night before, I was just really trying to get a 59 because I've always wanted that, and I've been swimming in Park City during the summer, and one of my friends there, me and him, had a competition to see who was the first one to get under a minute, and I got that, and that made me very excited.
How often are you going to Park City during the summertime to train?
I try to go as much as possible. Sometimes that's every day, so Monday through Friday, and then I normally have swim meets in Utah during the weekends.
What times are you getting up and heading over there for training?
Normally I get up at 5:40 in the morning and then train till 10 o'clock, and the practice starts at 7:15 and then goes till 10.
How did you get into going to Park City?
Me and my mom were just starting to look at different things because I was starting really to get into swimming, and then we just found Park City, and so we decided to try it, and it worked out really well.
With Jackson Nichols for a West Regional Champion for the 100-meter backstroke. How long has the backstroke been your event, or is it necessarily your event?
Ever since I've started swimming, I've always just really liked backstroke, and I've kind of favored it, and I've just been really good at it too, so then I've just always worked at that one the most, but I'm starting to get better at fly too.
So you're kind of the other strokes, not so much freestyle?
Freestyle I'm alright, but it's not my best, but it's not bad.
Why do you think you have an advantage in backstroke as opposed to freestyle?
I just kind of think that I've been working at backstroke more because I find it more of a fun stroke than the other ones.
You obviously have been swimming for quite some time, but what's the step up from middle school to high school when you go to meet competitions?
It definitely gets a lot more competitive, especially because I'm a freshman racing against seniors. It gets a little intense.
What about some of the traditions on this team that you've had now, just being a freshman? Your hair's blonde. I'm sure you did the 24-hour swim. How has that all gone?
It's actually been really fun. Like, bleaching our hair was a really fun time together, and then the 24-hour swim was also a very fun time together with the whole team.
When did you guys do the bleaching?
We did it the Thursday before, so.
And do you shave now before state?
I'm probably going to buzz cut my hair soon.
Is it kind of bothering you having the blonde hair?
It did for the first little while, but I've just kind of gotten used to it now.
Well, when are you planning on shaving for state then? Is it just as soon as possible so you can start growing back your normal hair, or are you going to wait till right before?
Probably pretty close before.
And that's supposed to give you some sort of advantage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think it actually does?
Probably not.
As you get ready for a state competition in the backstroke, I know you've made such big jumps in your time, but what are you trying to do to then stay on pace and maybe try to repeat that sort of thing at the state meet?
I'm just trying to, I wasn't on taper, and I'm starting taper this week, so that I'm hoping that I get a little bit more. And I also want to get the school record, which is a 53.9.
That'd be another 3 seconds. Do you think you can do that this year?
I'm hoping that I can, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to shooting for a 54 low or 53, but.
I think I saw the best time this year is 51 coming out of the east side, but like I said, you're sitting in the 3rd spot. The 4th spot is real close to you. Have you started to look at any of the people that you think might be in that event?
Yeah, Max DeYoung from Laramie is swam it the past 2 years, and he's a junior this year, and he's the one with the 51, so I'm sure he'll swim it this year, so I've been watching him.
You competed against him this year?
I've competed against him in relays and backstroke, but that's it.
Okay, so you didn't go head-to-head to him when you took on Laramie?
No.
Who are some of the best swimmers from just guys that you've seen and taken on this year?
Max DeYoung from Laramie, Michael Richmond from Green River, and then his younger brother Jason's really good too.
What makes a swimmer stand out as just good?
Some of the taller and bigger swimmers definitely stand out, and yeah.
And for you, you're not the tallest swimmer, you're not the biggest swimmer. Where do you try to find your edge?
I just try to swim harder and work harder in practice than they do.
You've done a lot of practice in Park City, like you said, in the off season, but in season, you mentioned you haven't started tapers yet. When do you start feeling the fatigue build up most during the winter time?
Probably around, because during the mid-season before this, we've been doing 2-a-days, and I'd start to feel it Thursday night after practice. After the full day of 2-a-days, I'd start to feel it.
We've got Jackson Nichols, freshman with EHS swim. Congratulations on the conference. Are you competing in the non-qualifier this year?
Yeah, I'm going to swim the 50 free and 100 fly, that meet.
Are you already qualified in any other events besides the backstroke?
The 200 I am, in the 50 free right now.
Okay, if you got your way and qualified in both of those events at the non-qual, which ones other than the backstroke would you compete in at state?
I would either do the 100 fly or 200 I am.
All right, well, good luck. We'll see you at state.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome back to Cody High School. Jake Hibbert joining you pregame. 13 and a half minutes put onto the clock. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you can see the Lady Red Devils warming up. No sign of the Cody Bronx varsity quite yet, and here they are out onto the court. Taking layup lines as well. You got a flag team up on the upper side of the bleachers to our far side. The band is loud in this gym, and it's I think it's crowded in here. It's going to be a loud one. We got low ceilings, kind of a dome that should really trap that noise in. Probably a little bit akin to that Mountain View High School gymnasium, if you're familiar with that. Before we go to break, let's give you tonight's starters. We'll run through them one more time when we get to the actual starting lineup naming. But first, for your Lady Red Devils, same 5 as always. 4 seniors, 1 junior. At point guard, 5'3", Kaylin Hyatt wears number 2. Assist and 1.7 assists, 2.2 points per game. Corey DeRue's been on a little bit of a tear lately, having some nice double-digit performances, especially shooting from outside. And we saw the advent of a step-back jumper by her in last Saturday's contest win over Rock Springs. 4'11" senior Corey DeRue wears number 3, 7.4 points, and leading the team in three-point makes and percentage at 33%. Natalie Robbins at the 3 spot, 5.8 points, 4.4 rebounds, 5'6" senior, wears number 23. Hannah Sowers at power forward, 5'8" junior, wears number 34, 2.5 points, 3.6 rebounds per game. And Aja Hanna Archuleta at the post tipping, presumably against Paige Powell on the other side. Can't imagine anyone but Powell will tip for Cody. 5'11" senior is Aja, wears number 20. 8.8 points to lead the Devils, and 7.2 rebounds lead Evanston as well. Also, we mentioned it at the top of the broadcast, but mention it once again here tonight. Zosha Novikowski, the 5'8" junior backup center, is out tonight and tomorrow as well. I don't see if she made the road trip or not. I would imagine she did. Probably on the bench, but she is not out under the layup lines and not available in either of tonight's games. Moving over to Cody's side, coached by Tim Van Noy, 7-6 record, 1-2 in conference. Michaela Moss, the 5'4" senior at point guard, wears number 1, 4.5 points, 3.2 steals per game. Got to watch out for the quick hands of Michaela Moss. That'll be on Amber Lowe, Taryn Wagstaff, and the starting guard, Kaylin Hyatt, tonight to watch out for Moss trying to swipe the ball away. Tessa Blau, 5'8" senior at the 2 spot, wears number 5, 4.4 points, 3.7 rebounds. Tori Schutzman at the 3, 5'4" sophomore, wears number 24, 13.7 points, second on the team, and 27% from beyond the arc. Leads the team in makes. One player is shooting a little bit better, but is just 5 for 15 as opposed to Tori Schutzman. She's sitting at 26 for 98. Britt Bauer, the technical leader in percentage-wise, 5 for 15 on the year. At the 4 spot is Morgan Forconi, a 5'9" senior, wears number 3, 5.7 points, 3.9 rebounds. Paige Powell, 6' senior, number 15, headed to the University of Wyoming, leads the team in points, rebounds, blocks, and assists. 14.5 points, almost 12 rebounds, 3.5 blocks, and 3.5 assists as well. Rounds out the starting 5 for the Cody Bronx. We are 10 minutes away from the beginning of this contest at Cody High School. The Evanston Lady Red Devils against the Cody Phillies. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY at 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back. Pre-game at Cody High School. The Phillies and the Devils coming up in just a bit. When we return, we will begin our Coaches Show portion of the pregame show. Tim Van Noy, head man for the Cody Phillies. When we return, this is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Got Tim Van Noy with me, head coach for the Cody Bronx. I've been watching your team a little bit this year just because there's not often that you get a 1A athlete jumping up into 4A on a transfer, and then she's also going to the University of Wyoming. And so all the moving pieces has led me to kind of watch this Cody program. And I've noticed you guys run a few things. Very tight, very small rotation, and it's gotten a little smaller as halfway through the season, as I understand. You're kind of still trying to figure out this and that. You run a lot of inside, outside. For you as a coach, getting such a talented player and mixing her in with the team, how has that process gone, and is it still kind of a work in process as we get down to the final month of the year?
It's still a work in progress, but it's a godsend, as they say, that Paige came to Cody because she's a very talented young lady. I'm so happy that she's going to go down with Coach Zagurski and Mattinson, and the people of Wyoming will get to watch her play down there. And our rotation has gotten smaller because our number 6 player ended up getting a internship with Senator Barrasso as a page. So now we're down to 6, and we're trying to bring along a 7th, but we're just not there right now.
And I was watching your game against Jackson, and that was a very tight game. You ended up getting a double-digit victory, but that was really free throws because 3-4 minutes to go, we're talking a 3-point contest. And I think that Jackson did a good job on trying to give Paige bad angles in the post. And at times your girls on the outside were maybe not having their best shooting day of the weekend. But in weeks like that, what can be learned for a team like this?
Well, we told them you got to have more patience. We can't put the ball up so quick, and we've got to go in and out and in and out again. We can't just do it once. And Paige was being doubled at that game, as you saw in that. And you just have to have the patience and find the open person at that point in time, and then hope that they do hit the shots. But yeah, you're right. It wasn't double digits. It was about 6 or 7 throughout most of the game, and they shot well that day. I think they had 5 3-pointers against us.
And for you, this is not necessarily a new thing. It's more of a new thing for us 4A guys who are moving into the expansion. You guys have been sitting in quadrant play, so it's a little bit new of interregion. But what I've noticed so much this year is that the 2 3A teams that moved up in U and Star Valley were so strong that the north and the southwest side of the conference, it really looks like it's going to be a dogfight in regionals. For four spots doesn't seem like enough. What have you told your girls, and what are you trying to do, maybe even trying to figure out how much more of a level they have to go up from maybe a year ago?
Well, Star Valley is definitely the best team, and ironically, they and ourselves were in 3A, so we were running into them all the time. I wasn't surprised at all that they're having the success that they do, because that program has always been so good under Coach Moore and others. But I agree with you totally. This district tournament is going to be wide open. Somebody's going to get hot, and a team's going to go that maybe you didn't expect to, and a team that you thought is going to stay home. You just hope it's not you.
I've noticed also your sophomore, Tori Schutzman, good outside shooter, likes to drive a little bit, but maybe more hesitant on the driving as of right now. But then I did not notice she was a sophomore until I looked at your roster. She plays a little bit above, but maybe that's something that she's trying to develop. As you had her as a freshman last year, and now as a sophomore. What have you tried to gain to her game, and what has she been working on personally?
Well, and that's where we've been trying to use Paige and her on that inside-outside. Tori's a good shooter, but like all shooters, there's some nights when the basket's just not, or the basketball is not going through the basket. But we've really been trying to get her and Paige to work in and out, and more than once, having that patience before we reverse the ball or somebody throws it up. We've been really quick to pull the trigger this year, and we've got to slow that down.
All right, I'll let you go. Coach Van Noy, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate Coach Tim Van Noy joining us pre-game. We are about 4 minutes away from the national anthem and the opening tip of this contest. Both Cody and Evanston currently doing the 3-on-2 drills. 3-ball up by Corey DeRue. Looks like she's feeling it from straight away in pregame drilling that one. Nothing but net. Evanston 10-7 in overall, 2-1 in conference play. Cody 7-6 overall, 1-2 in conference play. This is the penultimate interregion matchup of the year before we enter the final 3 regular season and conference games of the year leading up to the regional tournament. It's a big one. The Evanston Lady Red Devils and Cody Bronx are in Cody Phillies, I suppose, for the girls' side. Both jockeying for state positioning. Evanston probably did not figure to be at this point, at least from afar at this point in the season, and really be in as good a shape as they are to get a state bid. And this is a good matchup tonight to really gauge where they're at against the Northwest, because the Northwest and the Southwest combined 8 teams. You got 6 legitimate hopes of a state bid. We don't see that too often. Usually there are 2 teams at the bottom, and there are in Riverton and Jackson. Those would be the outsiders. But in years past, there was only 6 teams and 4 got in. So you had the 2 teams at the bottom that you figured, they're not going. Kind of knew who's going to state. I'll tell you what, I have no idea which of these 4 are going to state, and maybe Jackson and Riverton can pull something together as well. Kelly Walsh and Star Valley, they probably figure to be, they're in. But Green River, Star Valley, and then these 2 teams, Evanston and Cody tonight, all 4 of those, there's only 2 spots left, and 2 of them will be headed home early and without a state bid. So this is a great preview for what we may be seeing right here on this gymnasium, as Cody is the host for the regional tournament. 2.5 minutes before the opening tip, we'll be back with Coach Jeremy Fessler on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
Uinta County School District No. 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uinta County School District No. 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uinta County School District No. 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
I have Coach Jeremy Fessler with the girls program joining me. 2 games this week and final week of interregion play. The first week, all in all, pretty good. 2 home games, a loss to Kelly Walsh, but a tight one, and then a victory over Rock Springs seems to have the potential to give your team a lot of life and confidence going down this back stretch. 2 very tough road games this week just because of the travel time. And in Cody, great athletes, but you were talking just not that long ago about you're worried about the road trip and how they come out early on and how they can respond on Friday like that.
Yeah, after Star Valley, we went up there and came out flat. It's a longer trip, and I just told the girls we don't want to come out flat. We got to have energy, and this is a winnable game. They've got Paige, who's going to University of Wyoming. We've got to handle her, and they got a shooter, a very good shooter. They're both averaging around 18 points a game, which is those 2 average more than my team. But we got to take care of those 2 and make the others beat us and just come out with a lot of energy and get pressure on them and see what happens.
We had a home game stretch, I guess, 2 weeks ago, and then we had one home game. I'm trying to think exactly how they've all worked out, but we've had home games here and there throughout, but it seemed like really this past weekend, for your girls program at least, was really the best stretch for the home fans to really get around and behind this group of girls. Yeah, we've been playing well, minus that Star Valley game, for the last 6 or 7 games, I think, defensively, and our offense is coming along. We have spurts like the first half against Rock Springs where it was just ugly and we couldn't get things going. Then we come out in the second half and get things going offensively, which makes for prettier basketball. And I thought Rock Springs played well. I thought it was a good basketball game Saturday, back and forth. And I thought Friday was a good basketball game. So definitely we're coming along at the right time. Well, I know health has been a concern. Do you have any update or anything that you know about where Zosha's at, if she's going to be able to return? And she's at physical therapy right now. I'm hoping she's going to try to jog tomorrow. I'm hoping she's practicing Wednesday. If she's not practicing by Thursday, then she won't be able to play, because that's my rule. So we hope to have her back by Thursday. I'm thinking she's going to come and do some stuff Wednesday, and then we'll have her back incorporated by Thursday, and I think she'll be playing this weekend. And even if she can't get back in this week, the back half of the next 2 weeks after that are the ones that really matter in these final 3 conference games. It's looking positive, like she should be able to be back for that. Yeah, she's got a lot more movement in it. It's a lot less sore, so I think she'll definitely be back by then. You were so worried about what you're going to get out of the post in the bench when you lost her this weekend and against Rock Springs. that your girls did pretty good. Against Kelly Walsh, they did pretty good. You mentioned that free throws were really the difference in that Kelly Walsh 10-point victory. Where were these girls able to pull out games like that once again? Where were they able to find that?
Well, they just play so scrappy, and Nat slid down on the post and played most of the game in the post for both weekends. And then against Rock Springs, we had Sierra, Corey, and there was Kaylin with 3 fouls, or 2 fouls in the second quarter. And, Bailey Porter comes in and gives us good minutes. So, that depth just keeps working itself out. And they just play so hard, and they just fly around, and it's fun to watch. I mean, that big girl from Rock Springs probably chucked 9 of our girls on the ground, and we just keep getting up.
All right, Coach Fessler, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Cody High School, and I was worried this might happen. I've got a very small amount of room here today and a very wobbly table. And as I look at that Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, it is just a bit off, and it is not in a great place for me to move it. But I will see if I can do that right now. If I'm going to be able to do it, it will be right now. So for some great radio, just imagine I am towing the line on a tightrope and hoping not to fall off. See if we can get that any better position than we have right now. Starting lineups are being announced first for the Evanston Lady Red Devils, of course, the visiting team. Kaylin Hyatt, Corey DeRue, Natalie Robbins, Hannah Sowers, and Ajahana Archuleta at the post. The 5 starters for Cody. At the point guard position, Michaela Moss, Tori Schutzman at the 2. At the 3 spot is Tessa Blau. 4 is Morgan Forconey, and Paige Powell at center court. Looks like we've got the board up and visible, and so I will leave it right there. And we are set for the opening tip. Evanston in the road red jerseys, Cody in the home whites and some gold numerals. Paige Powell wins the opening tip against Ajahana, and Michaela Moss will have the opening possession. Taken across for the Cody Phillies. Cody moving from right to left on the dial, pass to the right corner. Moss looks down to the post, double team for Powell, dribbles out of it. DeRue pokes the ball out, down to the ground, jump ball, and Evanston basketball. I think the scout is pretty clear for the Evanston Lady Red Devils. Shut down Paige Powell, double teamer. That was Jackson's approach in last Saturday's close contest. Jackson ultimately did fall a little bit short, but they did keep it close, and at 33-33 with 6:15 left in the game, they were right in it. Evanston basketball. Archuleta on the right block, fades away against Powell. Ball comes away a little bit short. Powell on the rebound, taking it across herself. She is a dangerous coast-to-coast player. Calling out the play on the right wing, picks it up just a step inside the three-point line, dishes to the left side. It's for Cody, up top to Moss. Moss back to Forconey on the left corner. Bounce pass to Blau, out to the corner. Page down in the blocks, up top, wide open for 3. And the three-point specialist, no good. Tori Schutzman misses the opening shot of her contest, but Evanston gives up the offensive rebound, and Cody has the basketball. Natalie Robbins fouls Forconey. First foul of either side for today. 6:53 left in the opening quarter, so just barely underway in this contest. Inbound to Michaela Moss, finds Tessa Blau, and she gives it right back to Moss. Moss sets up into the half-court set, moves over to the right side. Schutzman takes a screen, steps back, a step inside the three-point line, hits front iron, nearly got the forward roll, but pops out. Robbins on the rebound, pushes ahead to Hyatt. She turns around at the corner, finds DeRue, who dribbles to the top. 1.5 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Robbins on the right wing, has the basketball. Looks away from Forconey, up top to Archuleta. Archuleta had DeRue, but then she got guarded by Schutzman, so that turned away. She moves down to the right side. Down low, back to Archuleta from Robbins. Steps out, wide open for 3. It's Corey DeRue, misses the front iron. Forconey had the rebound, maybe an over-the-back foul, and that would give it to Cody. May just be a knockout of bounds on Evanston. It's a foul on 2-3. Natalie Robbins with 2 quick ones. And foul trouble is very, very difficult for the Evanston Lady Red Devils because they do have a shorter rotation than usual with Novakoski out. That brings Sierra Burley into the contest. She'll play at the 3 spot. Robbins was guarding a little bit on Forconey in the post. I would imagine that duty goes over to Hannah Sowers now, and it does. That puts, let's see where Sierra Burley's at. Right now she's guarding Michaela Moss, the point guard. Moss to Forconey, takes a screen away from Powell. Now turns back to the right side. Forconey dribbles to the top of the key, finds Blau to Moss on the right corner. Stop and gives to Powell. Behind the three-point line, straight away on the key. Guarded by Archuleta. Goes through the legs. Looks to drive. Bounce pass out. Wide open for Schutzman. Try it again from three. No good. A little bit long for Cody on the easy bounce pass. And rebound. Put back too long for her. Another offensive board for Cody. Missed shot. And another offensive rebound for Cody. Paige Powell finally connects for the Lady Phillies. 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 4 offensive possessions and shots on that one trip down the court for Cody. Evanston basketball. It's Archuleta at the top. Bounce pass at weak one over to Kaylin Hyatt. She looks down to the post. Hannah Sowers steps in on the right block. Dishes back out to the side. It's Hyatt. Drives in baseline, then steps back. Goes to the post. Up top to Sierra Burley. 3 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. DeRue has it on the wing, knocked out of her hands, picks it back up. Moss causing the confusion on that play. And she throws it to Hannah Sowers, who is stolen away by Schutzman. Layup by Schutzman, good. She's 1 for 4, but it's 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And Evanston, just as Coach Fessler was public in being a little fearful of, worried that this road trip may cause a slow start by the Evanston Lady Devils. That's what we see right now. Foul on Schutzman, her first. She knocked it out of the hands of Kaylin Hyatt, but got a hold of her wrist. First on Schutzman, just a sophomore, listed at 5'4". Great outside scorer. Will drive a little bit, but more attuned to just getting some open space and shooting an open three. 4.5 minutes left as Hyatt drives in baseline, tries to go off the glass, misses a little short. Archuleta on the offensive board over Powell. Burley to DeRue on the left wing. Evanston will have to back up, reset into a half-court set. It goes to Hyatt to do just that at 4:20 remaining in the opening quarter. 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hyatt to the left side. It's DeRue. She's got Michaela Moss on her, and Moss is at least 5 inches taller, listed at 5'4", then DeRue. And, well, nothing new for Corey DeRue. She's used to size advantages. Rejection. Hyatt tries to drive in, and that's the first block for Paige Powell today. Will not be the last, averaging 3.3 per game. She easily had 5 or 6 against Jackson in the Saturday win. Down to the blocks. Archuleta fakes, goes to the right side to avoid the Powell rejection, but misses the shot, maybe overthinking it. Paige on the rebound, taking it across herself, spinning down into the paint. Up top, Michaela Moss fakes a 3. Out to the left side, it's on the corner. For Coney back up top to Moss. 3:35 left in the first quarter and a 4-0 lead. For Coney goes with the screen, put on by Tessa Blau, then fires it to Powell. Down low, a little bit opposite high-low action. Schutzman down in the blocks, receiving the pass from Powell. Misses. Evanston basketball. Hannah Sowers on the rebound. It goes to Hyatt to take it across the timeline. She picks it up at the top of the key. 3:17 left, looking for a passing mate. Finds Corey DeRue. Back up top to Archuleta. Step behind the three-point line. Wild pass out to the corner from Hyatt. Down low into the blocks. It's Sowers to the opposite block. Archuleta misses long again. Paige Powell, board and advantage. Luckily for the Evanston Lady Red Devils, Kaylin Hyatt came to front her. Otherwise, Paige Powell may have taken it across and gone in for a layup herself. Had to slow up at the half-court line, and Cody will move into a half-court defense. 2:50 left, and a timeout taken by Coach Tim Van Noy. Upset clearly with his Lady Phillies. 4-0 on the Evanston, on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cody leading Evanston, and we'll be back. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Evanston Lady Red Devils against the Cody Phillies. Cody basketball, and with the 4-point lead, working well, a low-scoring team. That's both sides. Cody averaging in the 40s, Evanston in the high 30s. Schutzman, high-low down to Powell. Archuleta comes away with a steal, but walks with it. She got tripped up, moved her feet around, and a near turnover for Evanston. Well, a turnover goes right back to Cody. Either way, a lot of fight in the post shown, and a positive step forward coming out of the break for Evanston. Baseline inbound. It's Tessa Blau passing out to the right corner. Schutzman up top, and we have our first substitution for Cody. It's Britt Bauer. She will likely play the rest of the first half based on how I've seen previous Cody games. Bauer at the free throw line. Powell has it on the right wing. 2:23 left in the opening quarter. Powell, one wing to the left wing. It's Bauer. Takes a screen. That one by Blau. She loses her dribble down to the ground. Amber Lowe into the game along with Taryn Wagstaff for the Devils defending, nearly coming up with a steal. Turnaround shot. Blau misses it. Powell on the one-handed rebound. Up high. Win hard off the glass. Good defense by Archuleta. No call. And Sierra Burley with the rebound. Throws ahead to Amber Lowe. Evanston moving from left to right. Lowe turns around at the right elbow. Gives it back to Taryn Wagstaff, playing point guard in this offensive set. Either Lowe or Wagstaff capable of playing the point position or the two spot for Evanston. Handoff from Archuleta to Wagstaff. Back to Archuleta. Open elbow shot. Uses the glass a little bit short, though. Amber Lowe can't come up with the rebound. It's Powell, one-on-one against Archuleta. Tries to Euro step. Scoop shot, no good. And Archuleta on the rebound. Paige Powell, as athletic as they come in the state of Wyoming, but her finishing moves and her jump shot still will need some work. I'm sure Coach Legursky will be working on that at the University of Wyoming next season. Into the left blocks to the right block. Sowers to Archuleta. Straight up and down defense by Powell allows Aja to sky above her. It's 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The Evanston Devils score at the 1:18 mark left in the quarter. Cody basketball. Schutzman carries it. She had it with her left hand, a high dribble, and she pinned it up against her cheek. Easy call for the referee following that play. 4-2 in Evanston basketball back. Hannah Sowers takes a seat. Corey DeRue back into the contest. It's DeRue, Archuleta, Burley, Lowe, and Wagstaff on the court for Evanston. It's Bauer, Blau, Powell, Schutzman, and Michaela Moss for Cody. Lowe has it to the right wing, goes Wagstaff. Wagstaff back up top to Archuleta. Throw to the left side. Low on the corner. Bobbles it for a bit. Into the blocks. Burley thinks about shooting. Wisely dishes up to the top of the key. Finds an open DeRue for three. No good. For check that. It's Schutzman on the rebound. Tori taking it across herself. Tori bounce passes to Michaela Moss on the wing. Down low, Powell was open for it, but Archuleta poked the ball out of her hands, and Burley came away with the steal. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Free throw line jump stop by Wagstaff. Back to Burley on the left wing. Back to Wagstaff at the top of the key. 25 seconds left. Evanston possibly playing for one possession or just trying to find a good shot to tie it with. Wagstaff drives into the left blocks, misses a runner. Rebounded by Paige Powell. 17 seconds as she crosses over to her left and takes it across the timeline against Archuleta. Throw back to Moss at the volleyball 10-foot line. 10 seconds left. Schutzman Mayer walked with it down low to the blocks. Throws it to Powell. Fading away off the glass. No good. Not even close. 4 seconds left. Amber Lowe at half court. 1 second. Heave ho at the buzzer. No good. And Evanston trails Cody at the end of one quarter. 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online with the video stream live and in HD at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
We'll be watching throughout the contest, and you can help us at home as well for the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, both in the girls and boys contest. Cody basketballs, we return to action here in quarter number 2. Air ball by Moss. It was untouched. Amber Lowe jumped up on the baseline and caught the pass to, or caught the rebound, so as to avoid not giving up a out-of-bounds touch. Wagstaff across the timeline for Evanston. Lowe has it on the right wing, and Hannah Sowers with it to the left side. It's Wagstaff. Turn around at the top. DeRue backing up. Has Tessa Blau on her. On the left corner. Up top to Hannah Sowers. Check that that's Forconi in onto the game along with Tessa Blau. She's in as well, but she was the one guarding Corey DeRue. Now it's DeRue with it. We got a zone look by Cody and a foul coming in. Check foul on Michaela Moss. Foul number 1 on Moss, just number 2 of the game for Cody. Natalie Robbins with both of Evanston's fouls. Inbound to Corey DeRue. 1 foul on Moss, 1 on Schutzman. Amber Lowe holding on to it, 25 feet away from the basket. Crosses over, finds Sowers at the elbow. Long dribble, turn around, Lowe in the blocks, up top. Burley thinks about a three-pointer and then went to shoot it and then put it down onto the ground for a travel. Overthought that one. Turnover Evanston. Cody basketball. Archuleta will come into the game. Burley out. Kaylin Hyatt into the game for Taryn Wagstaff. Joining them, Corey DeRue, Amber Lowe, and Sowers stay in. Forconi inbounds, or check that, that's Tessa Blau inbounds to Michaela Moss. Finds Forconi. Up top, it's Moss. 6:44 left in quarter number 2. Moss to the right side. Blau has it, gets a screen from Powell, pulls back, free throw line shot, misses long. Lowe comes away with the rebound. She's a good rebounding guard. Not really that tall, and not that she has a great vertical, but she does have great instincts and usually can find the open space out onto the court to get positioning for that play. Knocked out of bounds, and that was last touch from behind by Cody out on the baseline as Evanston's Amber Lowe was running with it, trying to find some space in the lane. So a baseline inbound for the Lady Red Devils. 1.5 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Still 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Inbound to DeRue on the right corner. Has a little bit of space out to the left side. Loses her dribble out to the corner. Catch and shoot. Amber Lowe for 3 at the corner. Lowe loves to jump up and grab it and come down to the ground as she catches the pass and then jump right back up with a shot when she does that. She's shooting a decent percentage this year, up into the 30s, and that'll raise it up just a little bit more. It's 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Not for long, though, as Tori Schutzman answers with a 3-ball herself. 7-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston basketball. Kaylin Hyatt drives to her left. Blau on her, on the left wing. Tries to get some space, down low. Skies above Forconi. Hard off the glass, though. Picks up her own rebound up to the top of the key. It's Corey DeRue with it. Offensive rebound after the miss by Hyatt, so Evanston back in possession. To Lowe at the corner. She didn't have that little hop as she caught it, so I didn't think she was going to shoot it. She did not. Drive in by DeRue, out to the right block. Turn around, Sowers a ways away from the blocks now, almost inside, about 15 feet. Gives it back to behind the three-point line at the wing to DeRue. It's Archuleta on the opposite wing, bounce passing to the top of the key. DeRue to the left side. It's Hyatt with it. Hyatt skips it with one arm, too low on the right wing. DeRue shading around, looking from one side to the other, trying to find some space for 3. She gets it on the left wing, fires, misses short. She's just a little bit short today. Archuleta with the board, hoop in the harm. Paige Powell picks up the foul. Evanston converts, ties it back up, and Archuleta to the line for an and one. Well, let's check out this week in Aja Hana's free throw shooting percentage because it's been trending upwards. It went from 44% last week to 51% as she went a perfect 5 of 5 on Saturday after going 7 of 9 on Friday. So her free throw shooting, it's been trending upwards. Here's her first opportunity tonight. It's up and it misses off to the right. It's still a tie game as Cody comes away with the rebound. Evanston and Cody 7-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. That 51% for Archuleta, a misnomer because it's a tale of 2 seasons so far. She shot about, well, it seemed like 25 to 30% in the first half. She's been shooting about 70% since. Paige Powell loses a pass. It goes off the bottom of the rim, and then she gets her own board, puts it back. Evanston has Archuleta step over the line on the ensuing inbound back to Cody. Playing a little bit too fast. Powell with 4 points to give Cody the lead. And basketball back to the Phillies. Under the hoop. Inbound to Powell on the right corner. She walks with it, driving into the lane. Back to Archuleta for the inbound. I'm sure she won't make that mistake again. 3 minutes and 20 seconds into quarter number 2. The scoring is starting to pick up a little bit for both of these teams. 9-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board after a 4-2 first quarter. Right wing, Corey DeRue passes to the opposite side on the wing. It's low, finding the corner of Kaylin Hyatt. Hyatt dribbles once out to back up to the top to DeRue. 4:20 left as DeRue, dribbling it with the right hand, has Blau on her. Blau listed at 5'8", several inches, almost a foot on DeRue. Rejection down in the lane as Lowe tries to drive in, and Paige Powell picks up block number 2 today. Like I said, she probably had 5 or 6 at least against Jackson. Wouldn't be surprised to see at least that many on any drives in. That is where her athleticism really shines. She gets those blocks and usually does not get called for fouls in those situations either because she has good body positioning. DeRue down low to Archuleta, feeding the big lady down there, 5'11" senior post for Evanston, ties it back up. By far the tallest player for Evanston. They don't have a whole lot of height, so they use it where they can. Steal away, Kaylin Hyatt on the blocks with the layup to take the lead. 11-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hyatt with her first 2 of the game, 6 for Archuleta. 3:48 left and Cody trailing. Paige Powell takes over point guard duties, drives into the lane, stops 13 feet away, looks down low, then dishes out to Blau. Blau drains a 3 and Cody's back on top. 12-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 6 points in the quarter by Blau, both from beyond the arc. Archuleta inbounds to DeRue. She'll take it across the timeline herself. Drive to the right side. Passes over to Schutzman, who steals it away. Schutzman is guarded or is fouled by Corey DeRue. Trying to run with it. Foul number 3 of the half is all. First on DeRue. Natalie Robbins has been on the bench basically the entire game. Picked up 2 fouls in the first minute and a half of the game and has been sitting down ever since. Won't be surprised at all if she holds off and we don't see her again until quarter number 3. Britt Bauer back into the game. That gives Michaela Moss a rare breather. Like we mentioned a few times, the Phillies run 6 players, so Powell probably playing the whole game, Schutzman likely in the whole time, and maybe any of those 3 players getting a minute here or a minute there, but not much at all. Cody possession, Bauer with it. Cody moving from right to left on the dial as we have Schutzman at the top. Bounce pass over to the right side. Bauer gets a screen from Powell. Gets some space from DeRue. Then finds Blau over to the right side. Forconi throws it. Paige Powell saves it under the legs, but gives it back to DeRue. She's racing back, Powell is, into the blocks to stop any drive for Evanston, and it actually beats DeRue across the timeline. 3 ball by Wagstaff off the glass, a little bit off to the right. Schutzman on the board for Cody. 1 point advantage. Phillies over the Devils. 12-11 with 2:45 left in half number 1. Schutzman palms the ball as she turns around, loses control of it. Powell comes up with it. Bauer back down low to Powell. And DeRue takes away a steal. Powell having a little bit of trouble controlling as the Evanston Lady Devils are poking at each and every ball that she has come anywhere near her hands. Down low, Sowers turns around. Rejected by Forconi. Nice rejection by Forconi there, her first of the contest. Powell taking it across against Archuleta. Haven't seen much of Archuleta on the bench today, and we probably will not, as she is the lone player who stands about even on this Evanston team with Paige Powell. Bauer has it on the right wing, thought about shooting. Instead, Powell comes out and grabs it. 2:05 left in the first half. 12-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cody leading the Devils. Bauer back up top. Schutzman getting poked at by Kaylin. Goes over back right side to Bauer. She's on the corner. Up top, Blau. Or Forconi with it, drive in Schutzman, throws it up, airballs it. Wagstaff with the rebound, running, 1-on-2 disadvantage. Here comes Hyatt to the right side. Stop and pop by Wagstaff, a charge drawn by Cody's Morgan Forconi, or Tessa Blau drawing that charge, it looks like. Foul number 4 for Evanston, just 1:43 left, just 3 fouls for Cody. I don't think we're going to have any free throws the way this game's going. 12-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board and a timeout taken. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Basketball, live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Half number one, final minute 40 of it as Cody has the basketball and the lead. Girls portion of this doubleheader tonight at Cody High School. Paige Powell takes it across for the Phillies out to the left corner. That's Forconi with it, giving it up top to Michaela Moss. Minute and a half left. Forconi gives it to Blau. Blau on the left wing to the free throw line. Paige Powell holding on, stepping up, and shooting a free throw. Jump shot right over Archuleta for the two. Powell with 6 points in the game, matching Archuleta and Blau's total. 1:08 left, and Cody leads Evanston 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Archuleta with the basketball at the top of the key. Powell on her, out to the corner. It's Hyatt driving in left side, picks it up at the elbow, then finds DeRue. 55 seconds left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Hyatt looks down low, then goes up high. Archuleta outside the three-point line to the corner. DeRue's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc in the first half. She just can't find it. Wagstaff catch and shoot from straight away. Rims in and then falls out. Powell with the one-armed rebound and the throw down. Right into the hands, though, of Taryn Wagstaff for the Evanston turnover. 3-on-1. Bounce pass to Archuleta. She goes up, rejected by Powell, but a foul in, and it's not on the shot. It's on the ground. Foul number 4. Powell went up early, and Archuleta was on the fake, so she caught Powell in the air somehow. Even after that foul was called, despite that, Powell was caught in the air, but it was able to get down and then back up and still reject the shot by Aja. That's foul number 2 for Paige. When she gets into foul trouble, Cody becomes a different team. Throw up high to Archuleta on the inbound. She drives into the lane, bounces back up top. Kaylin Hyatt for a straightaway 3. High off the glass, no good. Archuleta had the board, popped out of her hands and rolled off her elbow. 25 seconds left in the first half, and it's Cody basketball. 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board as Blau inbounds to Forconi. Ball knocked out of Forconi's hands. Wagstaff drives in left side, and a block foul. Down on the ground stops the clock at 20.3 seconds. 14-11 the score. Foul number 5 for Cody. Foul on foul on Tessa Blau. Into the blocks. Archuleta misses. Hannah Sowers picks up the board, puts it back up, no good. Archuleta backed out of the rebound, but her and Schutzman go tumbling down to the ground. I think, no, it's her and, is that Forconi? It's Tessa Blau. Jump ball called, and possession arrow is with Cody. They overturned that. The possession arrow on the scoreboard clock was wrong. It is Evanston basketball with 13.2 seconds. Inbound for DeRue to Hannah Sowers, left side. Wagstaff out to the corner, finds DeRue. Left side drive in, low, lays it up in the lane, and that's not happening with Paige Powell in the middle of the lane defending. So that's a difference maker as she has to go to the bench in the final 30 seconds of the quarter. Evanston pulls within 1 point. It's 14-13 after 2 quarters. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
We each have 168 hours in every week. When you exercise 2 to 3 hours a week, everything about your life gets better. I know this from personal experience. This is Ben Carden, owner of Flex Fitness Gym in Evanston. 2 to 3 hours of exercise per week will help you feel better, you will have more energy and confidence, your clothes will fit better, and the list goes on. Set yourself up for success. Visit Flex Fitness today and let us help you achieve a more healthy lifestyle. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, right next to Smith's in Evanston.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to Cody High School, 14-13 at the break. Cody leading the Evanston Lady Red Devils. Shot at the center court right now. The flag team and the pep band for Cody High School, as fine as we've seen around the state. It's loud in this gymnasium because of them. The crowd filing in, and we'd like to see it fill out a little bit more, see if it does for the boys' game. The Evanston Red Devil boys are warming up as we speak. No sign of the Cody boys. Look ahead to their game in just a little bit. Really led by Elijah Leyva, and after that, there's a big drop-off. Leyva, a transfer from Worland, played there in Worland as a sophomore and then was a big part of last year's team, averaged about 14 per game and really became the team leader after Zach Todd, a 6'8" post for Cody, a team with state championship hopes last season. He went down in the tournament, and it was Leyva leading the way as Cody attempted to take away a state title. They were not successful. Leyva really the lone returning impact player from that team a year ago for a struggling Cody team. Evanston Red Devils on the boys' side looking to get back to 500. Cody just looking to get a win wherever they can. We'll be back in a couple of minutes running you through scores for the girls in the first half, both on Cody and Evanston side, as well as foul issues for either side on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District number 1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need them, they'll be there. Specializing in plumbing, air conditioning repairs, furnace installation and repairs, water heaters, HVAC system installation and maintenance. What's in your ductwork? Landmark Plumbing and Heating. And do your excavation work for septic systems and sewer cleaning. 307-789-8793. You'll find them in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality, veterinary-grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Run you now through the point totals in the first half for both sides. First for the Evanston Lady Red Devils, trailing Cody 40-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Aja Hanna Archuleta leads the way with 6 points, and she scored the first bucket of the game for Evanston with 1:18 left in the first quarter. End of the first quarter was 4-2. Evanston actually outscored Cody 11-10 in the second quarter to pull within 1 point. After that, it's Amber Lowe with a 3-ball. And then Kaylin Hyatt with a 2 and Corey DeRue with a 2 coming at the end of the quarter. DeRue getting the little floater in the lane. She tried one of those earlier and got rejected by Powell, and Powell gets a lot of rejections. Though picking up 2 fouls, had to sit out the last minute of the quarter, and that opens up the middle. So we mentioned we'd say a little bit about foul trouble as well, and we'll say it right now before we give you the scores for Cody. 2 fouls almost immediately for Natalie Robbins. That took a starter and an impact player for a second year for Evanston, basically out of the entire first half. We'll see if she starts the second half and third quarter for Cody in about 3 minutes from now. Powell, she's the only player for our Cody in relative foul trouble. She picked up 2. I think she got the first or second foul of the game and then got the final foul of the first half. Had to take a seat. She leads the way with Cody with 6 points. Tied with Tessa Blau, though, with 6 points as well. Tori Schutzman with 2, and that's all 14. Everything's accounted for. Low-scoring game as we've become accustomed to. That's how Evanston likes them. We'll be back with the second half next. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
The rose is a symbol of love. Now you can combine its beauty with precious gold. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers. A real 12-inch rose is dipped in rich gold or platinum. Choose a lacquered finish with trim in a rainbow of colors. Each comes with a guarantee of authenticity and gift box. This Valentine's Day, show your love 3 ways with a gold rose, pearl necklace, and chocolates. All only $99. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers.
Second half beginning in moments. The Evanston Lady Red Devils out onto the court. Cody, the homestanding team, breaking the huddle as we speak. And the home white jerseys have a checkered side of dark navy blue and some light gold. I guess, I don't know if you call it mixed between gold and silver almost. You got the gold lettering and the dark blue numerals. Out onto the court for Cody. Michaela Moss inbounds to Tori Schutzman. You have Tessa Blau out on the left wing. Morgan Forconi in the right block. And Paige Powell beginning the quarter at post. Blau has it out right side. Finds Schutzman on the corner. Bounce pass to Powell at the top of the key. Defending for Evanston, it's Sowers, Archuleta. Natalie Robbins is back out to begin the third quarter. Corey DeRue and Kaylin Hyatt starting 5 for both sides. Reach foul early, 23 seconds into the game. Schutzman drove in against Hyatt, and Hyatt called for the hand check, her second foul. Both coaches didn't have to worry too much about foul trouble outside of one player for each side. Paige Powell for Cody. And a rejection on the block. Natalie Robbins rejects Schutzman with a straightaway 3. Evanston on the run. Natalie Robbins going against Michaela Moss or for Coney or Blau on that. Blau picking up the foul. Robbins converting and to the line for 1. First point of the game for Natalie Robbins, who played just about a minute before having to exit in foul trouble. Puts Evanston on top, 15-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And the and one is good, 16-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Tessa Blau with 2 fouls, so I said the first half. Paige Powell for Cody, that's a big one to be in foul trouble. And Natalie Robbins, pretty big one as well for Evanston to be in foul trouble. Moss has it, over to Blau on the right wing, back to Moss. Down to the blocks, Powell, no look, 2 for Coney, wide open on the blocks. When you got a double team, that means someone's always open, and Paige Powell found for Coney open on the left block for an easy step in. 1 minute in, we're knotted up 16 apiece on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hyatt drives in, bounce pass, turnaround, Archuleta fading away. Powell gets the hand check. Archuleta makes it. And a third foul on Paige Powell. Does that send her to the bench? Take a look down to the line. Coach Van Noy sitting on the bench, not arguing that foul. And Britt Bauer moves to the scorer's table. Archuleta with 8 in the game. Bauer is sent in, and Blau, whoa, the foul on 5, Blau. I didn't see, was she behind maybe? Okay, so she got called for the push, so the block was cleaned by Powell, well, the partial block, the shot went in, but Blau called for a push in the back, so a big break for Cody. Archuleta converts on the and one, her second opportunity today, so take that back. Paige Powell stays in the game, Blau out with 3 fouls. Any starter out for Cody's big, but Paige Powell is a horse of a different color if she's gone. Britt Bauer open on the corner. Thought a little bit too long about taking a 3 ball. Moss finds her back to Bauer. Down low in the blocks. Archuleta jumps the route. DeRue comes up with the loose change and turns around for the Devils. Moving from right to left. They've defended Powell in the blocks well tonight. They've denied the ball and forced a lot of turnovers today. 1.5 minutes gone by and Evanston leading in the third quarter, 19-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sowers to Robbins. She drives into the elbow, turns around, shoots it, no good. Schutzman and Hyatt converge and run into each other out of bounds. The ball goes as they both tumble down to the ground. Last touch by Schutzman. Evanston basketball, baseline inbound on their side of the hoop. 6 points in the quarter for Evanston, has them up by 3. Long inbound to the 10-foot volleyball line for Hyatt. She drives to the free throw line, turns around, looks for Robbins, fires it back to her. Robbins to the right side of the court. It's DeRue with the basketball. Fakes left, dribbles to her right, picks it up, terminates on the dribble, throws up high to Robbins. 2 players go down to the ground in Forconi and Sowers in the lane. Robbins drives in, misses it. Forconi gets back up in time to come up with the board. It's Moss on the run, left-handed layup, falls out of the back side of the rim. Archuleta comes away with the rebound. An open shot and a nice drive by Moss, just go for naught. Hyatt thinks about driving in, then turns around as Forconi closes in on her. Dribbles to the top of the key and hands off to Corey DeRue. 2 minutes, 20 seconds gone by in quarter number 3. 3-point lead for the Evanston Devils over the homestanding Cody Bronx. Down to the right block. Turnaround. Archuleta for another shot. Bounces once. Falls down after the bounce on the rim. Archuleta with 12 points in the game. They get 11 points in the game for Archuleta and a 5-point lead. A turnover. Powell fires it from the far side, over to the far sideline on the left side. Over by that band, looking for Michaela Moss, overthrows her. Evanston basketball. Cody imploding a bit on themselves to begin the third quarter. 2 minutes and 40 seconds gone by. Inbound from Natalie Robbins to Hyatt. Back to Robbins. Screen comes out for Archuleta to the left side. Archuleta drives in against Powell. 10-footer. Good! Archuleta with 13 in the game, including 7 in the third quarter. Foul called on the double-team trap as they're pressing against Cody. Powell, the one being offended. It's on number 20. Aja Hanna picks up her first foul. Inbound for Forconi. Pressure stays on for Evanston. Finds Schutzman. She drives to her left. Pushes away against Hyatt. Evanston wanted a carry called. No dice there. Forconi across the timeline to Bauer. May have had a foot on the line. Ruled a 3 but misses. Natalie Robbins on the board. Running with it and pushing the tempo for Evanston. Does not have numbers. Doesn't matter. Archuleta gets a screen for DeRue. She turns around at the free throw line. Finds Hyatt. 4:44 left. DeRue gets run over by Tori Schutzman setting a screen. Defensive foul on Tori Schutzman is her second. Hold their players, their top scorers, below their season average. That's the MO of the Evanston defense. Schutzman averaging 14 a game, currently with 2. Paige Powell averaging 15 a game, currently with 6. Everyone for Cody, save for Forconi, has been held scoreless in the first half. Mishandled inbound, and it's turned away by the Evanston Devils. Schutzman taking it across the timeline for Cody. Out to the right wing. It's Bauer. No one guarding her. She takes a couple dribbles. Down low, double team. Powell walking with it. Took a little hop, shutter step, and it's a travel. Back to the Evanston Red Devils. Amber Lowe and Sierra Burley into the contest. Hannah Sowers and Kaylin Hyatt out. 4:30 remaining in quarter number 3. 23-16 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The upstart Lady Red Devils leading by 7. Fire to the left wing, over to the right wing. Back up top to the key. It's DeRue with it, going to the left side. It's Archuleta. Fakes down into the post, uses her dribble. Bounce passes into Robbins, in the blocks, misses shy. Ball knocked toward the baseline. Moss gathers it for Cody before heading out of bounds. Walked with it, threw it away. DeRue comes away with it. Dribbling with it, terminates at the right wing. Ball poked out from behind in the passing lanes. Bowers knocked it away. Schutzman takes it away. Cody with the basketball. Schutzman running across with her right hand to the left. Back to the right block. Turning around, finding Powell at the top of the key. 3:50 left and a 7-point lead for Evanston in quarter number 3. 23-16. Powell fires down into the lane, and the ball was mishandled. It was misfired by Schutzman, but a foul on Archuleta is number 2. She got caught holding on to the back of Powell's jersey. 3:44 left in the third period. It's been a scoreless drought for the last couple of minutes by either side. Evanston leading with it. Inbound to Schutzman. There she goes. 3-ball number 1 of the contest. For Schutzman, shooting 28% on the season. That's 3-ball number 27 of the year. 23-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. No look bounce pass from Wagstaff to Archuleta. Over to the right corner. Burley looking for a passing mate. Uses her dribble. Steps through. Finds it low. On the left wing. Fakes a 3. Drives into the paint. Out to the corner. Burley left open. Fires. Misses a long off the handle. Rebound by Wagstaff in the blocks. No good. Archuleta comes away with it. Knocked out of her hands. 2 players down to the ground. It's Wagstaff and Powell. Back to Burley. Try it again. Uses the glass, and this time it's good. Sierra Burley with 2 on the board. And a full timeout taken by Evanston. 25-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Archuleta got hit in the face. I think we got a loose contact, maybe an eyelash. I'm not sure if it's a... I know Archuleta wears glasses. I would assume it's a contact lens, and it looks like she was poking at it with her right eye. That's a sub for Hannah Sowers. So not a timeout, but Archuleta needs to run to the locker room to put a contact lens back in. Burley with her first 2 points of the game give Evanston a 7-point advantage once again. Make it a 6-point advantage. 25-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Moss drives to her right at the right wing. Looks for Bauer on the corner, guarded by Lowe. Looks for some space baseline, no good. Double team, throw into Powell. And it's Corey DeRue getting called for a check foul, ripping at the ball against Paige Powell. For DeRue, that is foul number 1. Evanston's 4th of the quarter. 2:52 remaining. There were no bonus free throws for either side in the first half. It looks like we'll be heading a different way in half number 2. Up top, Bauer finds Schutzman to the right corner. Moss fakes, drives in a couple steps, misses long. Powell goes over the back of a couple of Devils, comes up with the rebound. Down to the blocks for Cody with a 2. 4 points for Morgan Forconi in the quarter. 2:30 left in the third period. It's a 4-point game, 25-21 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sowers playing post along with Burley down there against Forconi. So not a lot of size for Evanston right Bears. So she's still not even on the bench, still a few minutes away from being able to come back in. Lowe misses a long one from 2, gets the board back to Sowers. Lowe drives in, penetrates, one-handed floater, and a 6-point lead for the Devils. The bench coming up big for the Devils. First by Burley, then by Lowe. Evanston leads by 6. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Timeout taken. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online by mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
If you look at the bottom corner of the screen on mylocalradio.com, Ajahana has taken a seat back onto the bench. Contact lens crisis averted. She's back, ready to go, but not yet into the contest. On the court for the Lady Red Devils with a 6-point lead, Taryn Wagstaff, Amber Lowe, Sierra Burley, Natalie Robbins, and Hannah Sowers. Cody with the basketball. For Coney inbounds to Powell. Finds Schutzman. She drives across. Has wings to their left and right. Schutzman goes right side. Low skies up. Comes away with a steal. Wagstaff picks it back up. Picked her pocket, but called for the foul. Foul number 5 for Evanston in the half. Wagstaff's second. Inbound to Schutzman on the right corner. Wagstaff poking at the ball again. She drives into the paint, spins around. Schutzman still with it. Fires back to the corner. It is Michaela Moss dishing to the top. Schutzman down low, spinning around, firing into the post. Double team. Powell can't deal with it. Forconi has it. Up top, Schutzman for 3. No, it's short. Wagstaff had the board, got run into by Moss. Schutzman came away with it, misses far left off the side. Robbins running with it, far sideline, going 1-on-2. She drives in, puts up a floater high off the glass, hits the back of the rim. Lowe with the board, up and down for the points. Amber Lowe in the quarter, another bucket. She's got 7 in the game. 1:08 left, Evanston leading by 8 points on the Impact Physical Therapy board over Cody. Block foul by Sowers. Britt Bauer drove in on her, and Sowers didn't have her feet set. Foul number 6. First on Sowers, though. Foul starting to collect for Evanston. That was the last one without free throws attached for the Lady Red Devils defensively. They have put Cody into the single bonus. Inbound to Paige Powell. Nice post move finish on the step through from the right over to the left, and she's headed to the line for an and one. Sowers picks up her second foul. Archuleta checks in. Replaces Hannah Sowers. Powell at the line for the and one. She converts. 9 points in the game for Powell. 29-24 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Evanston leading Cody. Looking for win number 11 is Evanston this year. Off the ball foul, that's against Cody. Appears to be on Morgan Forconi based off the, no, it was on number 23. That's Britt Bauer. Looked like the referee was talking to Forconi, which is why I thought it was going off her, but Britt Bauer picks up her first. Far sideline inbound for Sierra Burley right into the teeth of the student section. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Cody. It was a sky up as Natalie Robbins was being fronted by Forconi. Robbins will inbound from the baseline this time. Shade to the right from her vantage point on the bucket. Throws up high at the midcourt line to Lowe. Behind the back dribble, 50 seconds left. Lowe with it to the right side. Finds Wagstaff. She dribbles to her left one time, finds Burley. Turns and runs out to the elbow. Archuleta at the three-point line on the corner. To the left side. Catch, shot fake, Lowe into the paint, penetrating again. Misses long. Lowe tries to come up with the rebound, but caught with an offensive foul over the back called on Amber Lowe. Wait for the official call, and it is on Lowe. Saw that one. For Amber, it's her first. 8th team foul for Evanston. That puts Tori Schutzman at the free throw line, where this year she's shooting 79%. Sierra Burley out of the game, replaced by Corey DeRue. Schutzman with a 1-and-1 attempt. It's up and no good. Rebounded by Wagstaff. Schutzman continues to be shut out, just 4 points, well below her season average. I believe she had 18 in the win over Jackson on Saturday. That was the last time Saturday, either of these teams were in play. Evanston against Rock Springs, Cody against Jackson. Both coming away in wins. Stolen away to Schutzman on the blocks. Lowe called for a block foul. And Schutzman's to the line for a 1-and-1. Score is 29-24 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Foul number 2 on Amber Lowe. Corey DeRue on the opposite side was knocked down to the ground, tripped up, and that's how Cody came away with the ball. Schutzman converts on her first. So that is why Coach Fessler is currently talking to the near side official, saying, I disagree with the assessment of what's happening out onto the court. 2-for-2 trip by Tori Schutzman, and it's a 3-point contest, 29-26. Final 13 seconds of the third period. Throw to Wagstaff. 9 seconds as she takes it across by Natalie Robbins. Spin around, Robbins to the left side. DeRue has it. 3 seconds left. Elbow shot, floater by DeRue, no good, and the quarter ends 29-26. Evanston on top, but Cody coming back. Cody trailed by as many as 8 in the quarter, but finished out on a 5-1 run. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Members of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union feel confident that our staff has your best interest in mind, confident that we acknowledge your financial needs, confident that we are always working hard to provide the best rates, best products, and the best service the industry can offer, and confident that we will always work with you to help achieve your financial goals. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, tronavalley.com, member NCUA.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazine's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazine's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today. Kazine's, 800 Front Street, Evanston.
Evanston basketball to begin the fourth and final quarter, leading Cody 29-26 here at Cody High School. And Evanston outscored Cody 16-12 in the third period to take a lead. Corey DeRue has it for the Devils. Starting 5-1 out onto the court as we begin the quarter. Amber Lowe in for, is it Corey DeRue? No, it's in for Hannah Sowers. And rather than that, we got the 4 Evanston Lady Red Devil starters. Lowe has it. She had 7 points in the game. 4 in the quarter, chance for 6. Crossover by Hyatt, finds Lowe in the left corner. She puts it down on the ground one time, finds Archuleta on the left wing. 40 seconds gone by in the final period. Evanston running a long first possession, probably a wise idea. They do not have the foul count on their side. The next foul against Evanston will put Cody on the line for a double bonus. Turnaround shot misses well shy by Robbins. Maybe a little bit hasty on that shot, wasn't quite open. Cody basketball, Moss over to the right corner. Tori Schutzman dribbles it off of her leg and out of bounds. Back to the Lady Red Devils. 1 minute gone by in the fourth period. Hyatt has it. No pressure being put on in the full court by Cody. It's probably difficult for them to really press. They only run with 6 girls. They got the 5 starters, and then Britt Bauer will come in relief. It is the five starters in Blau, Page, Powell, Schutzman, Forconi, and Michaela Moss as they begin the fourth quarter. Turnaround mid-ranger by Natalie Robbins. The second possession works a little bit better. Evanston up 31-26 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Moss takes it across the timeline. Has it on the right wing. Down low, double team by Powell. Who's the open man? It's down low, opposite side to Forconi, knocked out of bounds, and that was not the person. The open man was out Tessa Blau on the corner. Evanston is giving Cody an open person just about every possession in opting for double teaming Paige Powell. Inbound up top to the right side, or to the left side. It's for Schutzman driving in. She gets fouled, headed to the line for 2. Hand check on Kaylin Hyatt. Hyatt's third. One and a half minutes by in the fourth. Schutzman, a very good free throw shooter, hits on her first. 3 of 4 in the game, 79% on the season. (31-27). Second shot by Schutzman in. 31-28, back to a 3-point differential. Boys coming up after this at 6:41, so probably not a 7 o'clock start. We'll see, though. See how fast these next 6 minutes go by. This seems like a nail-biter to the end. DeRue to the right wing. Archuleta behind the three-point line. Drives into the free throw line. Dishes out left wing to Robbins. She picks it up about the free throw line herself. Hands off on a curl. Hyatt back to DeRue at the top of the key. Has Schutzman on her. Over to the right side. Head fake. Robbins drives into the lane. Double team. Hard off the glass. Got her shot corrected by Paige Powell. And Cody comes away with the rebound. It's Blau. Up ahead to Powell. Running with it. Throws out left side. It's up and for Cody, or Schutzman misses the shot. Robbins comes away with the rebound. 5:45 left in the final quarter. Kaylin Hyatt across the timeline. 1-on-3 out to the corner. DeRue, a step inside the three-point line. This time misses long. Archuleta had the rebound. Fires out on a save. Gives it to Robbins. Evanston keeps a second possession. 5:30 left in the game. 31-28. Evanston leading Cody. Archuleta to the left wing. It's DeRue with it, dribbling up to the top. Picks up her dribble. Left side. And Michaela Moss runs into Kaylin Hyatt trying to catch the ball. Moss called for a foul. Moss's second, team foul number 5. Hannah Sowers replaces Natalie Robbins onto the court. Kaylin Hyatt to the bench Kaylin Hyatt's just inbounding at the Evanston bench. Amber Lowe getting some crucial fourth quarter minutes right now. They like the way she's played all year, and in particular in this game today, being aggressive offensively. Corey DeRue with the inbound. She has it left side. Much taller Tessa Blau in on her, and a hand reach in. Foul on Blau, her fourth. May sit down the 5'8" senior for a bit, and it does. Boy, it was so quick that she was out. I didn't even notice Tori Schutzman had come out of the game, but she's back in. Lowe takes the inbound, gives it to Kaylin Hyatt. Almost 3 minutes gone by. 2 points scored for either side. A field goal by Evanston. Schutzman 2 of 2 on the free throws. Hyatt out to Sowers. Passes back to DeRue. I think DeRue was the original pass intender, but it probably would have been stolen away had Sowers not come away with it. Under 5 minutes to play. DeRue drives baseline. Bounce pass looking for Archuleta. Ends up keeping a dribble with it. It's up and down from beyond the arc. DeRue picked up her own pass, dribbled out to the left wing, and fired and delivered for the 3-ball. Evanston up by 6 points on the Impact Physical Therapy board. DeRue with a quiet day offensively, 5 points, but who hasn't had a quiet day offensively for either side? Foul on the Cody side on Evanston. Aja Hanna picks up her third. Sends Paige Powell to the free throw line. Powell, a 48% free throw shooter. In the game today, she's 1 for 1. First free throw by Powell is in. 5-point game. Powell looking to cut it down to 4. Shoots, misses long. Sowers boxes out well. And it's a rebound for Evanston. Corey DeRue has the basketball. Well, Sowers has had a solid game defensively, and that box out earns her the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game, giving Evanston possession back when they needed it. A double dribble called against DeRue. Gives it back to Cody. Again, Hannah Sowers, today's recipient on the girls' side of the Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the game. Tori with it, taking it across for Cody. Hand off to Michaela, hand off to Bauer. Into the blocks, turns around. Schutzman to Powell, behind the three-point line, out to the corner. It's a 3-ball by Bauer. May have been a little bit shy and fell out anyways. Evanston basketball, Corey DeRue taking it across with 3:48 and ticking down. Drives to the left against Moss. Into the paint to Lowe on the left corner. Lowe looks down, dribbles up to her right, has Schutzman on her. At the top of the key, 5-second clock going. Finds Corey DeRue on the left wing. No real where to go for DeRue finally finds Kaylin Hyatt. Down to 3:27 left. 5-point lead for Evanston. The clock is on their side if they can hold on to it. Low to the elbow. It's Archuleta. Has Powell one-on-one against her. Hyatt takes a handoff into the paint, down low. Sowers fires from the blocks. Hits on the rim 3-4 times, no good. Powell comes away with the rebound. Spins around, will go to the right, crosses over to her left, gets some space against Archuleta. Driving into the paint, jump stop, bounce pass down low, and through the hands of Morgan for Cody. Big turnover for Cody. Natalie Robbins checks in for Sowers, and a timeout taken as well. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils! It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
34-29 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston on top of the homestanding Cody Phillies. 3:02 remaining in quarter number 4. Evanston basketball, and a little bit of press shown by Cody as both teams come out of the break. Trap on the sidelines is what they're looking to do. Corey DeRue has it at the timeline. She may have stepped over and gone back. Coach Van Noy wanted that for Cody. Nothing called. Across the timeline, Evanston basketball. Under 3 to play. Delay and free throw shoot time likely for Evanston is saved for an absolute open shot for Cody. It's time to come away with a steal. Nearly a chance for that. Ball handled by Kaylin Hyatt after being bobbled. She drives in. Rejected by Powell. Sent across, but it's a 0 possession. Back to Evanston on the baseline. Tessa Blau with 4 fouls checks in for Britt Bauer. Kaylin Hyatt with the inbound, finds Robbins. 2:34 and ticking the time. 34-29, this is right where Evanston wants a team. Hold them down below 40 today, they're below 30. Amber Lowe has it, jump stop out to the right corner. DeRue back to Lowe. The delay continues. 2:16 left and ticking. A skip to the left wing. It's Robbins with it. 2:12. Working it down hopefully to 2 minutes for Evanston. Robbins backing up at the free throw line. Paige Powell up at the top of this. And a carry called by Natalie Robbins. That's what you do. You get Paige Powell out of the blocks. That's about the only thing Coach Van Noy can do, and put her at the top, handling against the top ball handlers for Evanston, forcing a turnover there. 2 minutes left. And Cody basketball. Michaela Moss across the timeline. Moss to the right side. Forconi down low. Paige Powell missed a wide open Forconi. Blau for 3. Open on the wing. Misses shy. Archuleta gets the rebound over Forconi. 1:45 left. Archuleta across the timeline. Powell comes out immediately. Steals it away. She's all alone. Skies up. Scoops it away. 34-31. Just a misplay and a timeout needed by Coach Van Noy after that play. A 1-possession game. Paige Powell, it was like I just saw. She's like, oh, she's going to want to steal. And then just like that, she manifested it out of thin air, just took the ball and said, here I go. Full timeout taken. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
If Cody can come back and win this contest, currently down to Evanston, 34-31 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, then the play of the game for Cody may well be that steal and run away by Paige Powell. Archuleta was a little lackadaisical across the timeline. Powell immediately pulled out and put pressure on, and as Archuleta went to hand it off to Robbins, she took away, Powell did, took the ball and said, I'm going to score too. She did. Timeout. And Corey DeRue is hit by Michaela Moss as she crosses the timeline. Foul number 7, 1-and-1 free throw time. Single bonus for the Lady Red Devils. And if you're going to have someone at the line in a single bonus situation for Evanston, you might as well have it be Corey DeRue, leading the team 73% on the year. 90 seconds left in the game. DeRue misses. Powell up high with the board. Taking it across. Bounce pass to Moss. Archuleta, no, take that away. Corey DeRue fouls her. And Moss to the line for 2. DeRue's second. To make it a 1-point game potentially. Michaela Moss at the line. Moss averages 4.5 points per game. Today she has none. And still does after a miss on the first. Shoots 31% from the line, including that attempt. She's 5 of 17. The lefty puts up the second, misses long. Rebound, Powell rips it out of the hands from behind by Archuleta and scores. Timeout taken by Coach Van Noy. 34-33 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Paige Powell is not a great shooter, at least not yet, but she is without a doubt an athletic freak, and that's what you see. Was it over the back? Perhaps. It was not called, but was it? I guess you could make an argument, but either way, the athletic move by Powell, I don't know that she got any body. I think it may have been clean. Now, was she over the back technically of Archuleta? Yes. But if I go back and look, I'm not sure she got anything other than ball. Now her and Archuleta go down to the ground. Archuleta hits hard on her back. It's a 1-point contest. Out of the timeout, Evanston first. Archuleta a little ginger coming out to half court. Momentum is in Cody's favor. Powell looking loose. She should. She's gotten the last 4 points for Cody, both coming on essential turnovers, as that was about as close to a steal as you can get on a rebound. DeRue with the basketball, 1:16 left. They need to get it across the timeline, and they're still in single bonus, so then they need to make their free throws on 1-and-1. DeRue has it across the timeline. Lowe takes a hard screen into the body of Michaela Moss. Lowe has it for Evanston. 1:03 left. Tessa Blau poking at it, backs off, and a jump stop. Lowe looking for a passing mate. It's Kaylin Hyatt with it. Under a minute to play. 34-33. Evanston up by 1, but momentum in Cody's favor. The Bronx or Phillies, whatever you want to call them, they're looking for a steal. If not, they'll need to foul soon. Corey DeRue has it. Jab steps away. Michaela Moss to Robbins. Robbins back to DeRue. You want to have it in DeRue's hand, you think, with the free throws. Back to Robbins. 32 seconds left. A foul finally. Morgan for Coney reaches in and sends Natalie Robbins to the line for 1-and-1. Robbins on the year at the line, 22 of 38. She has 2 points today. Make that 5 points today, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. That came on an and-1 opportunity. Evanston has scored 5 points in the fourth quarter. 7 points for Cody. Shot by Robbins, barely grazes rim. Paige Powell with the basketball. She scored the last 4 points. One of the top athletes in the state of Wyoming, man or woman, no question about it. Takes it across and sets up in the right blocks. Double team on her, so she's saying, go away from me. Moss has it at the top. Blau down low to Powell. She grabs it, right block. Spin around, off the glass, it's down! 35-34. Paige Powell on a tear. The last 6 points are hers, and the lead is Cody's. 8.3 seconds on the clock and a timeout taken. Final possession perhaps coming up when we return. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Evanston basketball, and they're out. They have to take it the length of the court. 8 seconds to do so. A 1-point lead for Cody. Paige Powell for the Phillies with 6 points. The last 6 points for Cody. 8.3 on the clock. Cody backing up as Evanston has sent everyone to about half court. Who runs up first? Timeout taken by Evanston. So not yet. They get a look at what Cody's defense sets up as and now take a timeout to adjust accordingly. We'll keep it right here at Cody High School. The boys coming up after this. 35-34 the score. Evanston led by as many as 8 in the third quarter. That was cut to a 3-point lead, 29-26 in the fourth. And Evanston had a 5-point lead in the fourth. Paige Powell went to work and erased that on her own. The last 6 points in the game have been by Paige Powell. There's a full timeout taken there. Evanston setting up to break it. It's just a 1-point game, but who do you get it to? There's not a great jump shooter like maybe a year ago that you had in Emery Wagstaff. Corey Giroux needs to be set up. There's not enough time to set a screen. Maybe she can find some space, but that's a high chance of getting blocked, especially with Powell out on the court. Maybe Archuleta or Robbins is your choice, perhaps even Amber Lowe the way she's played today. Inbound, Hyatt to DeRue. Time to run with it. 6 seconds left. DeRue dribbles. She's got a little bit of open space against Powell. Heave-ho up, misses long, and Evanston falls to Cody on this Friday night. 35-34 the final. A 6-0 run at the end by Paige Powell gives Cody the win. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY and 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Cody and Paige Powell score the final 6 of the game. Powell gets a steal, a layup, an over-the-back rebound, and a putback, and then double team fading away on the blocks. She puts it in off the glass, and Evanston cannot get a final throw up at the buzzer to go. This has been Lady Red Devil basketball. The boys coming up next, and looks like they're putting 20 minutes on the clock, so we may have a little while. We'll be back in a couple to give you our scores as we continue the post-game coverage here and then move into pregame for the boys. Once again, this is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNY 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
For generations, gun ownership has been an important part of our heritage. At the Gun Room in Evanston, you'll find a large selection of quality firearms. Everything from personal protection handguns to hunting rifles and shotguns. With a wide selection of hunting gear, ammo, optics, and apparel, we have what you need. Ask about our 90-day layaway program. And remember, success on the range and in the field starts at the Gun Room. Call today, 307-789-2677.
35-34 the final on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston falls to Cody on the back of Paige Powell, and she took over that game in the end, and there's no other way to say it. Finished it with a game-high 16 points for Cody. Ajahana Archuleta finishes with 13 for Evanston, team high for her. Other scores, adding them up right now, and then we'll give you for both teams. Ajahana with 13 points to lead the Evanston Devils. 7 from Amber Lowe is the second highest on the team. 5 from Corey DeRue and Natalie Robbins each, and then 2 each from Kaylin Hyatt and Sierra Berlin. On the Cody side, 16 from Paige Powell, including the final 6 points of the game. And like I said, technically wasn't over the back where Paige Powell, they make it a 1-point game at that point. I think it was that she ripped the ball behind, literally she went over the back of Archuleta. Wasn't an over the back foul though? I don't know. I guess you could go back in the replay and look, but it looked like she had all ball and was just it looked like it was more of just a great athletic move more than an on-call defense. Nonetheless, she finishes with a game-high 16. Tori Schutzman with 8, 6 points from Tessa Blau, 4 from Morgan Forconi, and that's their 35 total for Cody. 12 minutes before the start of this game, so we will now take an extended break and be back with Lex Cornia in a little while, as we'll hear from him leading you up to Evanston versus Cody on the boys' side. This is the first big presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
We each have 168 hours in every week. When you exercise 2 to 3 hours a week, everything about your life gets better. I know this from personal experience. This is Ben Cardin, owner of Flex Fitness Gym in Evanston. 2 to 3 hours of exercise per week will help you feel better, you will have more energy and confidence, your clothes will fit better, and the list goes on. Set yourself up for success. Visit Flex Fitness today and let us help you achieve a more healthy lifestyle. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, right next to Smith's in Evanston.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar S Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
The rose is a symbol of love. Now you can combine its beauty with precious gold. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers. A real 12-inch rose is dipped in rich gold or platinum. Choose a lacquered finish with trim in a rainbow of colors. Each comes with a guarantee of authenticity and gift box. This Valentine's Day, show your love 3 ways with a gold rose, pearl necklace, and chocolates. All only $99. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers.
When you look good, it helps you to feel good. When you look good, it changes the way others see you and the way you feel about you. To help you look your best, Joe's Modern Cleaners in Evanston offers dry cleaning services. Shirts and slacks and dresses last longer when they are dry cleaned. The colors stay vibrant longer. You will feel your best when you know you look your best. And you will look your best when you have the professionals at Joe's Modern Cleaners dry clean your apparel. Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Welcome back to Cody High School, where the pep band has continued to play throughout this whole dead time, and I'll say it. A pep band, a good pep band is, especially in high school and college, is better than pumped-in music. And that's added to the atmosphere tonight. Now, I'll be honest as well, this crowd in Cody is not very impressive. There is not a large contingency of people here at the Cody High School Gymnasium. But the band has been filling up the sound, and we got the drum line going right now, about 5 minutes before the start of this boys contest. We'll take a break and then come back and hear from Coach Lex Cornea, leading you up to the opening tip-off, Cody versus Evanston. We'll give you starters as well after that interview with Coach Cornea leading you up to the tip-off. This is a first big presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
Business Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
I have Lex Cornea back home for Friday, Saturday inter-region play. Joined by Evanston Red Devil head coach Lex Cornea. Coach, you've had a fair share of health issues. Brady has had his broken hand. Dawson missed a game due to illness. You've been sick. How are we going into the weekend health-wise?
Well, we're better than a lot of teams in our conference. Star Valley lost a player, we don't know for how long, but in the Horsley kid with an ankle and some ligament damage. And they might have him for regionals, they might not. Green River lost the Jaeger kid with a dislocated shoulder. He's expected to be back for regionals. I hope he is, but he's going to be limited in the next couple of weeks. So, I mean, we've had our bumps and bruises, but when I look across the board, we've been pretty fortunate health-wise, and hopefully guys can keep that up, taking care of each other in practice and also getting home and doing a better job of taking care of their health than I have. But, everybody's banged up this time of the year, and but I also expect, kids are gamers. Opening tip of regionals, guys are going to be on the floor ready to go.
I noticed on Saturday that Brady has his hand on wrapped, and does he just not need it anymore, or did he not like the restrictive nature of it?
That's actually a recommendation from his doctor that, it's been healing much more quickly than anticipated. It's a liability, and he's playing through it and being tough. He's also been willing to adjust his game somewhat and become more of a defensive stopper for us. It's a break that's such that, unless it gets direct contact at a certain angle, the doctor basically said it's fine. So, he's playing. He's more comfortable with it unwrapped, and I think we'll see it unwrapped this weekend.
I was watching the Cody Jackson game, and I noticed they jumped out into a 2-3 zone defense. And, of course, there was the Star Valley horror story that we had where they sat in a 2-3 zone and really shut you down in the fourth quarter. You were concerned a little bit about that maybe that was the scout against Evanston. So going into Cody, do you think that maybe really is what they're looking at? And do you feel like your team has evolved enough to get by that?
Well, I still think that zone gives us problems. And zone defense in high school systems, everybody's man offense is better than their zone because the zone offense hinges so much on being able to shoot the ball, and because high school shooters are typically more unreliable than a college or an NBA type shooter, that zones are very effective. So I think it is a scout against Evanston, and we still have our issues against it. But as I look at a lot of these teams, I think they're playing zone. It's more of a personal choice. They're playing them against everybody because they have some holes in their man defense. We have players in our conference who are very good one-on-one players in man. And, we played some zone against Kelly. We'll probably play man this weekend. But I think that it's not just an Evanston scout. I think that the state is trending zone. Now, for us, we've tried to be more balanced and be able to do a little bit of everything. I think that's been to our advantage in a few games where teams aren't really knowing what we're in, or we're jumping in and out of defenses, and that's something that will continue. But, both man and zone will continue to be, both defenses that we utilize, when the matchups call for them.
Finally, I've seen a little bit of Elijah Leyva. He's a quick guard. He likes to drive, likes to shoot outside. So the question is, when we're in man, who's on him?
Well, Brady has done a great job at defending the other team's best player. He's done it several times this season and held them, below averages. So he'll get the initial nod, but I think that a kid like Leyva, he's so good offensively that he needs different looks. So there'll be times that we run some different players at him. There'll be times that we'll run some zone against him and just try to keep him guessing and having some different matchups. Because with his skill level, if he's on the same player or the same player has him through the entire game, he will find weaknesses, he'll find breakdowns, and just the mental load of taking on a player like Leyva for an entire game that's very difficult to ask of a high school player. So we'll run some different people at him, but he's going to get some points. We're playing the top 2 scorers in the state on back-to-back nights, and him and Trayton Paxton. So our defense will definitely be tested on this road trip, but that has been our strength so far this season. And so, I think our defense is up to it. Right now we're ranked 5th in the state defensively, which is something we take pride in, and we're just a few tenths of a point out from, being up to the 3rd or 2nd ranked defense in the state. And I think this team has bought into the idea that, they're a defensive-oriented team. That's their identity, and that's what's going to win games for them in March. So a good test for them this weekend against 2 great players.
Coach Cornea, thank you.
Thank you, Jake. Drive safe.
Moments away from the opening tip-off here on the boys' side of things. Starting lineups for the Evanston Red Devils first. Senior point guard Garrett Berger, 5'8", senior wears number 1. Number 3, 5'11", senior Brady Hurd. 5'10", senior Seth Lloyd. Wears number 25, Mason Ellingford, 6'5", junior. Wears number 32, and Lance Evans, 6'7", senior. Wears number 35. Starters for Cody. See if they got everyone back. It looks like Tristan Blatt is back into the contest. He missed last week's games Friday and Saturday due to an illness. He'll be at power forward and tipping against Ellingford, 6' senior, averaging 6.5 points per game. At the center position, but not tipping, Heston Williams, 6'2", senior, 3.2 points, 2.8 rebounds. Is he out there, or is it someone else? Oh, we might have someone else out there, actually. It might be Pryor out there. Might be... No, give a look at that. Elijah Leyva's out there. Oh, no, he is out there. Heston Williams is back there, 6'2", senior. Tip won by the Cody Bronx homestanding white team, and Koy Novakovic, the point guard, wearing number 2, passes to Hunter Hayes. Rounding out the starting 5 for Cody, Hunter Hayes, quarterback for the Cody Bronx, and a 6'2" junior. Heston Williams has it. Up top to Blatt. Again, Blatt was out last week, a big part of the team. So with him out, Duncan Radakovich, 6'4" sophomore, got the start at post. Opening possession still in way of Cody. They've got the navy blue numerals and lettering. Stolen away, poked out from behind, away from Blatt and into the hands of Mason Ellingford. He gives it off to Garrett Berger. Walking it across, Evanston starting, moving from left to right. From our vantage point, left side, Archuleta, Seth Lloyd throws down low and poked away, but an off-the-ball foul. On number 32, moving screen by Mason Ellingford. Gets a call and a turnover for Cody. Leading scorer by a mile for the Cody Bronx is Elijah Leyva. He shoots a ton from beyond the arc, but just a 28% distance shooter. Averages 25.1 points per game. He wears number 3, and you can see him standing on the right wing following that foul on Garrett Berger against Novakovic. Novakovic lifted at 5'8", Elijah Leyva at 5'10". Looks about right. Leyva probably about an inch shorter, even with the hair on Brady Hurd, who is 5'11", and can attest to that because him and Archuleta, Ajahan Archuleta, stood next to each other and had me decide which one was taller. This was earlier in the season, and I really couldn't decide. I said, I think you're about the same height. Elbow shot missed by Leyva. Evanston basketball out to the corner. It's Brady Hurd with it. Quick dribble up top, back to Seth Lloyd. Seth Lloyd's average per game has been climbing in the last few weeks. Garrett Berger, high post down low. Lance Evans to Mason Ellingford. Good for 2. And the first bucket of the game goes Evanston's way, 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Move that scoreboard onto the screen at mylocalradio.com right now. Only took me a minute and a half to figure that one out. Blatt has it on the corner, gives it to Hunter Hayes. Isn't that a country singer? Hayes to Novakovic. Back to the corner as Blatt. Spin around into the lane, poked away. Seth Lloyd comes away with it. Runs into a double team, gets fouled either by Blatt or Hayes. Wait for the official's call. 3-3. It's on Heston Williams. Garrett Berger takes the inbound for Evanston. Almost 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Red Devils with the only points on the board. Just 2 wins on the season for Cody. Up top, Garrett Berger tries a three, misses short. Tries to get his own board, runs into Leyva. Over the back foul on Berger. Quick 2-1s for him. Send him out of the game. And Dawson Crofts, number 11 for Evanston, missed last Saturday's game with an illness, back in. If you heard the pregame interview, illnesses were going all the way around, and I'm still hoping to avoid them. Not going to say I have avoided them. Still hoping to avoid them, but Lex Corney was dealing with the flu, so instead of getting it in person, I said, I'll give you a call, and we'll do an interview over the phone. Leyva, scoop shot, double clutch, no good. Rebound by Heston Williams. He walked backwards with it, went up, no good. Zero call all the way around. Evanston basketball, Brady Hurd. At the left wing to the opposite side to Lloyd. Back to the left wing. Hurd. High post. Down low from Evans to Ellingford. Ball knocked out of his hands by Hayes. Out of bounds on Hayes, and it's Evanston basketball. Mentioned earlier, Seth Lloyd's average per game has been increasing. He's up to 8 points per game. Had a slow start to the year. He's been more aggressive lately, as has Lance Evans, as his average has been climbing. Evans out to Crofts, then back to the wing. It's Curd to the corner. Crofts with it. 5:19 left, 2-0 into the low blocks. Step around right side. Evans gets tumbled down to the ground. He was tripped up by Heston Williams. Foul coming against 3-3 is his second. 2 team fouls for Cody, both on Williams. Forces the entrance of Duncan Radakovic. 6'4" sophomore. And Radakovic got the start last week in both Friday and Saturday's game with Blatt out. Ball knocked out of bounds on the inbound, touched by Cody, and I think it was touched and then the player hit his foot on the baseline, the reason for the re-inbound. Lloyd has it this time, throws up high to Crofts. At the 10-foot volleyball line to the left wing. Low, it's in Evans. I'm trying to back up against Radakovic. Steps back, gives it to Hurd. Up top, Seth Lloyd has some space. He may have that range. Opts not to shoot it, though. Over on the right wing. Back to Evans at the top of the key. Left side. Evanston taking his time on this possession. Screen. Opens up Brady Hurd for a straightaway three. Misses off to the left. Hurd was backing up. Otherwise, he had a wide open lane to come up with the rebound. Ends up getting it anyways, and then is fouled as Radakovic, I think, ran into his leg. On 1-5, I think, the foul. That would be Radakovic, his first. Cody doesn't have a ton of size. They got 6'2". He's on the bench. They got another 6'2" in Hunter Hayes. Probably not a post player, though, in Hayes. And then Radakovic, 6'4", fresh, a sophomore. After that, it gets down to 6 foot, 5'10", 5'11", real quick. 4:38. Crofts open on the corner. Goes down low to Ellingford. He spins around left side. Shot waved off on a walk by Ellingford. 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board almost halfway through the first quarter. This game looking a lot like the beginning of the girls' contest where it was 4-2 at the end of the first quarter. Crofts guarding Novakovic. Fouls him as well. Crofts reacts as he's prone to do after that foul call. His first, and on the point guards, as Crofts can be a wing, can even be a post, but he's also a point guard. Picks up the third combined foul out of the three of them. Mason Ellingford takes a seat. Chris Moeller into the contest for the Evanston Devils. Hayes inbounds to Novakovic. He'll take it at the 10-foot volleyball line over to the left side. Elijah Leyva left open on the corner. Now Evans comes in on a double team. High post pass to Radakovic. He gets knocked in the head by Moeller. Foul on Chris, and it was kind of a 50-50 call, whether that was intentional or not. I think it was just kind of a player kind of running into someone's shoulder, but Moeller, shoulder or elbow, he's got sharp ones. Fouls adding up for Evanston. They're up to 5 with 4:21 left in the first quarter. Inbound up high. Tristan Black can't handle it. Seth Lloyd came away. Leyva picks it up. Goes on against Evans. Takes him on. 5'10 versus 6'7. Fouled and headed to the free throw line. Foul number 6 on the Red Devils. 4:17 left in the first quarter. And the next foul is a single bonus for Cody already. Elijah Leyva, 84% from the line this year. Hits the first. You know, I saw someone questioning on the NBA side, Ricky Rubio, not known as a great three-point shooter, but he's a great, excellent free throw shooter. And so they were putting together his numbers of open three-point shots made versus contested and showing that if he's open, he's actually a very good three-point shooter. And I kind of noticed the same thing against Elijah Leyva as he goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Now, he's not a great guard. He's not necessarily a great three-point shooter percentage-wise, but he's an excellent free throw shooter. And when you watch his game, open threes versus guarded threes, there's a big split. Evans is found by Chris Muller wide open down on the right block. An outstanding assist by Chris Muller to give the Red Devils a 4-1 lead. 3:48 left in the opening quarter. It's Leyva with it, finding Novakovic out to the corner. Tristan Blatt, guarded by Evans, throws down low. Radakovic with some space. Muller straight up and down, forces Radakovic to go out. Down low, Blatt bounce passes to Novakovic. He bobbles it, goes through his legs and out of bounds. Evanston basketball. Dawson Crofts the inbounder for Evanston. Brady Hurd, Seth Lloyd, Evans, and Muller on the court. Travel on Evanston, gives it back to Cody. Hayes on the inbound, near side. Cody moving from right to left on our vantage point. Hayes has the clock ticking, finds Leyva. He gets a big screen from Blatt, shoots it, fading away from 3, it's good! Elijah Leyva with his first field goal of the game ties it up 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Free throw line pass, Dawson Crofts walks with it. Had a drive in, and that was immediately blown by the official standing next to Crofts. 3:19 left in the first quarter, 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Novakovic with the inbound, taking it across. Crofts backing up against him. Novakovic with the right hand, shades over to his left side, finds Hayes on the corner. Radakovic with a screen up top, it's Blatt. Blatt finds Novakovic, big screen. Crofts has struggling getting through it. They wide open on the screen and roll. They got 2 men guarding Novakovic, left Blatt to run right down to the lane. 6-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Blatt averaging 6.5 per game, 3rd on the team in scoring, well behind Elijah Leyva, and then followed by 7.9 points by Hunter Hayes. Ball knocked out of bounds on Evanston side on the baseline. Last touch by Cody, hand fighting all around. This game is filled out a little bit on the crowd side. We got most of the lower bleachers filled out at least. Good Evanston contingency as always, 6.5 hours from Evanston. Deep throw from Crofts out to the far sideline. Seth Lloyd just barely grabs it with his right hand. Probably a good thing Lloyd's a baseball player, used to chasing down fly balls in the outfield. Back up 3, step back by Lloyd. He's walking back as it goes down. 7-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, 7-6. Lloyd gives the Devils a lead. Leyva has it. Guarded by Hurd. We heard from Coach Cornea saying Brady Hurd's the man today whenever they're in man defense to take on Leyva. Blatt has it on the left wing. Back to Leyva. 2:05 left. A 1-point contest. It's a good one so far. Leyva has it. Working to his right. Passes over to Hayes on the wing. Gets a screen from Blatt. He rolls back down. Hayes looking for the space. Sees it himself. Misses front iron. Evans can't handle the rebound. Back into the hands of Cody. Evans just bobbled the rebound and then bounced it down on the ground on that baseline paint. 1:51 left in the first quarter. 1-point contest. Evanston leading. Blatt spins around in the blocks. Lets Evans go by and puts it down off the glass. 1:45 left, back and forth game. 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hurd with the basketball. Leyva on him. Passes to the left side. David Baxter into the contest. Moeller has it at the top of the key. Screen around right side. Down to the blocks. Evans takes it. Spins around. Moves to his left. Ball poked out. Leyva on the steal there. Novakovic working around. Has Evans behind him and he knows it. Mindful of him as he drives down the lane. Dishes out right side to the wing. Hayes for 3. Misses front iron. Rebound down by Blatt. He shoots it. Is foul, jump ball. No foul. Jump ball. Evanston possession. 1:15 left, 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Press on for Cody, and David Baxter wasn't looking for the pass by Hurd. Novakovic has it on the blocks, rejected by Lloyd. Hayes picks it up and starts running with it. Lloyd grabs him. His momentum was taking him forward into Hayes, and it's a foul on Evanston. Hayes to the line for 1-1. The foul count at 7-3. Mason Ellingford moving to the scores table to check in. He replaces David Baxter. Now leading up with 7 fouls in the first quarter on the boys' side. Hayes misses the front end, Evanston basketball. Hurd moving, down low, Muller overthrew him. Just by a bit, mistimed the jump. Turnover Evanston, back to Cody. Still a 1-point contest. Cody on top, 55 seconds left in the quarter. Hayes has it, goes through a screen of Blatt, picked off. Lance Evans stole him away. And a foul on Hayes. Must have grabbed the ankle of Evans, I guess. Trying to trip him up. Foul number 4 for Cody. First on Hayes. There's 2 on Heston Williams. He picked those up early, and he's been out for quite a while. Radakovich playing heavy minutes in the post. Radakovich started last week on both Friday and Saturday again for Cody, with Tristan Blatt out with an illness. A lot of teams have been dealing with illnesses all around the country. Hurd thinks about a 3, gives it up to the left corner. Seth Lloyd, 33 seconds left. Dribbles out of the corner to the top. Muller wants a straightaway 3. A little bit long, picks up his own rebound. Brady Hurd has it. Lloyd holding on, 25 feet away from the hoop, 27 seconds left. Handoff from Evans to Seth Lloyd, 10 seconds in the quarter. Hurd has it on the left wing. Up top, it's Ellingford with 5 seconds left. Lloyd on the corner, loses it, going out of bounds, trying to penetrate the lane on the baseline. 3.3 on the clock, another turnover, and Cody looks like they close out the quarter with the final possession. Leyva takes it, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, at half court. He shoots it at the buzzer, hits the back rim, but whoa, that wasn't too far off. 8-7 at the end of 1 quarter. Cody leading Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy board. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Second quarter set to begin. Elijah Leyva has the inbound on the far sideline for Cody, leading 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Home team up on the Evanston Road Dogs. Evanston looking to continue to climb their way up to 500 for a first time all year at 7-9. A pair of wins would do that this week, but they've got their hands full right now with Elijah Leyva and the Cody Bronx. Cody beginning with the possession and the lead in the quarter. Novakovic has it on the right wing, drives against Garrett Berger. Berger picked up 2 early fouls and sat most of that period. Leyva takes a turnaround on the corner. He's still got the dribble, picking it up with his left hand, finds Novakovic. Novakovic and Leyva like to play off each other up on the lane a lot. Leyva usually the finisher. Novakovic with the Euro step, hits a wall into Ellingford, misses, but the rebound by Radakovich. Foul, no. Travel on Radakovich. He knows it. Walking back, shaking his head. 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston gets their opening possession of the quarter. Seth Lloyd to Hurd. Bounce pass to Lloyd at the middle of the court. Takes it across. Finds Berger on the far sideline. Throw up high to Lloyd. Saw a lot of 2-3 defense by Cody in the opening quarter against Jackson. Thought we may see that early on against Evanston. Leyva currently sticking with Seth Lloyd. Down low to Ellingford. Back up top. Muller to the corner. Hurd for a three. No good. Knocks out. Hurd has been struggling mightily from the three-point line all season long. He's down to 18%. No, make it 16% on the year. Fade away at the corner. Leyva misses. Ellingford on the rebound. Evanston pushing the tempo. Hurd to the left side. 2 steps and a scoop by Muller. The Red Devils have the lead. Chris Muller most dangerous in the fast break, and usually have either Lloyd or maybe one of those guards find him open in the blocks, or especially running the lanes. He finishes, and he's like a freight train running at no one really wants to run into him. 6:28 left in the second quarter, 9-8. Evanston scores first in the quarter to take a 1-point advantage. Novakovic getting face guarded by Garrett Berger, no space. Leyva for three, down! He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc so far, and both of them have been guarded, so at least so far, throw out that he can't shoot as well when guarded. He's been very, very consistent, at least in this contest, 2 for 2. Not consistent on the year, 28%, and maybe that's just him getting a little bit too happy from beyond the arc, as he's really that only scoring option for Cody consistently. 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Hurd gets fouled by Hayes, it appears. Foul number 5. It's on 1-2, Caleb Pryor with the call. Tristan Blatt checks in. Caleb Pryor takes a seat after picking up his first foul. Like I mentioned, Cody 2-11 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. So they have got that one win. Came against Riverton. Berger down low, looks to Ellingford, stolen away by Hayes. Elijah Leyva across the timeline. They'll take it up about 50-50. In fact, it might be 60-40 in favor of Leyva on the point guard if you're just looking at who takes it across the timeline more often. Leyva double guarded. Behind the back, gets out of it. Tristan Blatt takes the pass, drives in, floater. Seth Lloyd tries to draw a charge. No good, but the missed shot. Lloyd tumbled down to the ground on any contact. It was certainly not him getting blown over. It was a flop, so good thing there's just a no call there, because maybe it would have gone the other way on Lloyd. I don't know. In the NBA, they said a couple years ago you could start getting technicals for flops. Not sure if that ever made its way down to high school. I don't think they'd be on that, but they do watch for those flops, and they'll never give you the call on that. Garrett Berger open at the corner, tries a three, and Evanston takes back the lead, 12-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. (12-11) on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Radakovic has it at the top of the key, looking for screen around coming to Leyva. He has to go opposite side as Hurd sticks right on him. Novakovic down to the blocks. Blatt turns around against Ellingford, looking for some space. Ellingford swipes at it, no good. Radakovic had it in his hands. Lloyd took it away. 2-on-1 advantage. Throw up. Hurd on the blocks. Good. Evanston up by 3. 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Leyva running it across, beating Hurd and Berger into the lane. Floater. Oh, no good. Ellingford with it. 4:13 this second quarter, moving right along at least so far. 3-point lead for the Devils. Berger jump stops at the left wing, finds right wing. Back to Berger, down low in the blocks. Ellingford drop step down. 16-11. Evanston on a 7-0 run right now. Leyva has it. Passes to Novakovic. Berger goes skidding down to the ground as he fell on his backside. 5-point lead for Evanston. Novakovic over on the right side for Cody. Hands off to Hayes. He picks it up, finds Blatt at the top of the key. Blatt down to the left wing, finds Novakovic. Novakovic calls down. Hayes get out of the blocks. Let's move out to the corner. Throws up to Blatt. Thrown away into the hands of Hurd. Pushing the tempo with Berger. He'll pull up on the left wing, find the top of the key where Seth Lloyd goes down to the blocks, back to Ellingford. Takes one dribble, bullies Radakovic, but blocked from behind by Hunter Hayes. Caleb Pryor into the game. He comes in for Duncan Radakovic, who's played heavy minutes with Heston Williams with 2 fouls on the bench. 3:22 left in the second period, 16-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston on top of Cody. Inbound to Ellingford, tied up between him and Leyva. Either a foul or a jump ball. Got a jump ball call. Stays with Evanston. Seth Lloyd on the inbound, throws up high behind the three-point line to Hurd. Fires left side to Berger. Berger puts the ball down on the ground. 3:15 left in the first half. Evanston up on a 7-0 run, working with it a little bit now. Berger tries to go down into the lane, knocked away. Gets his own board back, swing around to the left side. Lloyd wants a three, no good. Skied up for the board. Evans puts back. 18-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston holding Cody to just one field goal thus far, that by a three ball by Elijah Leyva. And in the second quarter. Left side, Hayes has it. Looks down to Pryor, then puts the ball on the ground. Spins around at the elbow. Guarding against him is Lloyd. Finds Pryor, spins around, goes to the left, then to the right. Out to Blatt. He drives in. Could have been called for a walk on some of these calls. Pryor, back to Blatt. Step back three. Got the old Harden shuffle move. Used to be called a travel. Evanston basketball. Berger wants Lance Evans down low, throws it up high, knocked out of bounds. Blatt the last to touch it. Heston Williams comes back in for Caleb Pryor. Been a while since he's been on the bench. Duncan Radakovich got about 45 seconds in, out on sitting down, and he's back into the game. Tristan Blatt is out. Got size on the court Cody's way, at least as much size as they have, 6'4" and 6'2" in the post. 2:21 left in the quarter, 18-11. Evanston opening up after a slow first quarter, outscoring Cody mightily in the second. Off the ball foul, illegal screen, Lance Evans with his first. I take that back, it's Lance Evans' second. Press on for Evanston, inbound to Heston Williams. Leyva running across the timeline, Berger behind him. Skips past him, no looker to Radakovich for the open shot. Leyva draws so much attention offensively that you can't really blame him for moving right towards him, and that left Radakovich wide open. 18-13, the scoring drought for Cody has been ended. 5-point deficit, Evanston on top. Out to the left corner, Berger has it. Throws down into the blocks, Evans working against a double team up top. Dawson Crofts wants a three ball, misses that one. Mentioned the struggles by Hurd this season from beyond the arc. Crofts has been continuing to drop as well, down to 24%, 16-67. 1:50 left in the half, 18-13. Cody basketball after that miss and knock out of bounds. Hayes has it across the timeline. Crosses over to the right against Crofts. Lance Evans to the bench, puts Chris Muller back into the game. Leyva has the ball poked out of his hands, last touch by Lloyd. Stays Cody's way, 1:36 left in the half. Hunter Hayes, the inbounder, slaps the basket. Crofts guarding him, finds Novakovic. Spins around at the right side, backs up against Berger. 1:30 left, down to 90 seconds in the opening half. Cody with 2 field goals in the second quarter after an 8-7 lead at the end of the first over Evanston. Radakovich to Novakovic on the right wing. Novakovic to Williams. Williams left side to Hayes. Has a screen to his right, goes baseline instead, fades away against Crofts, overshoots it to the point of an air ball. Radakovich on the rebound, throws it into the hands of Crofts. Behind the back dribble, Dawson looking up ahead for a possible passing mate. Instead, sees nothing, and 55 seconds left, takes it across the timeline and fires to the far sideline. Seth Lloyd down into the blocks, left side. Ellingford goes to work against Radakovich. Spins around, dishes right side. Muller up top. Lloyd thinks about a three, then drives into the lane, puts up a floater. Good. 20-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston patient with its shots, led by Seth Lloyd with 5 points in the contest, and has a 7-point lead in the game. 33 seconds left in the first half. 20-13 as Leyva takes it across the timeline for Cody. He has 3 points in the quarter in all 7. Williams at the left side, drives into the free throw line, has a double team. Ball loose out of his hands, knocked out by Muller, picks it back up, rejected by Ellingford, but a foul as Ellingford got a hold of him. Ellingford picks up his second. 2 shots for Heston Williams. Makes on the first. 3 points for Williams. Heston, a 53% free throw shooter. Up on the second. Hits the back handle, but falls down through the twine. 20 seconds left, 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cody making a late push to move right back into this contest. Garrett Berger working in the backcourt. 14 seconds left. Makes his move to his left, jabs it across the timeline at 10 seconds to go. Into the lane, overthrows Muller and out of bounds. 7.2 seconds left in the quarter. And for the second time, a turnover gives Cody the last possession. Hunter Hayes with the ball, not Leyva. 4 seconds left. Hayes has it. Steps back, 3-ball, air ball. Order ends at the half. 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston on top of Cody. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District No. 1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
20-15 at the half. Evanston on top of the Cody Bronx. Run you through the scores right now. 4 points for Mason Ellingford, 4 for Lance Evans, 3 for Garrett Berger, 2 for Brady Hurd, 2 for Chris Muller, led by 5'10" senior Seth Lloyd with 5 points. On Cody's side, Elijah Leyva has 7, 4 for Heston Williams, 2 for Tristan Blatt, and 2 for Duncan Radakovich. Joined now by, well, we got an audible. Looked like I think Coach Fessler took off with the girls to go get something to eat as they got to get back to the hotel and then get ready for Riverton tomorrow. So I'm joined by Ryan Berger at the half to give me the update on the state Special Olympics. Well, you were there. You're back. What happened?
We had a great time. Jackson, again, the winter host, put on a great meet. We had lots and lots of gold medals, 19 of them, by the way.
Wow.
Kids performed great, as always. Had a lot of smiles, and I can't say enough about all of our coaches and parents that went up and helped put on. Jackson puts on a great show, and I'm really proud of our kids.
I don't imagine there's any shortage of snow in Jackson.
No, they're not short of snow.
So it's a good thing because you are doing snowshoeing, and you've been doing this enough years now. Now, as a Special Olympics coach, you can kind of get into a routine, but that routine's helped out by a good winter, and we certainly had that this year in Evanston. Do you think that helped out with the final results of the winter season, having all that snow?
Absolutely. It always does. Having that snow, the kids that come out, they're out for a reason. For the snow, not the dry weather. They love the snow and they like to practice in it, and they're out there practicing and in the cold and having a lot of fun. And we competed in the cold and the deep snow and love snowshoeing, and they just got after it.
Well, give me some names on some of these medals. Well, as you can think of it, I know you made the trip too, so maybe your brain's as scrambled as mine is.
Oh yeah, Austin Cook. He's a kid that had 3 gold medals. Did a great job for us. Tanner Spadig. He did a super job. He had a couple gold medals. Joseph Beechel. He had gold, 3 silvers and a gold in the relay. I'd like to thank our unified partners like Ryan Fisher, Hannah Fackrold, Jada Ellis. And Hagen Faddis for going along and competing with our group. Elena Steffen, she did a super job. She's our lone young lady and athlete in Special Olympics, and she brought home a couple of gold medals for us, and she just smiles all the time. Even though little old Landon Tethel brought home a gold, so we were all excited. We brought many golds and just had a great time.
In a little while, you'll shift from, well, the winter season's over now for the most part, and then you'll shift shortly over to the spring season. Which one's more popular among the kids, the winter or the spring season?
Spring and fall.
I would imagine. You get the
fall
indoor
is the bowling, and then we get the swimming and the basketball. Everybody wants to play basketball in Evanston.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Snowshoeing's a little tougher to sell in the wintertime, I imagine.
Yeah, it is. It's not for the faint of heart, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
We were up in Jackson that one morning. It was about 8 below with a little bit of wind, and we were cold. I had my ice hut out, and we had the heater inside. We had about 30 people in that little 3-man ice hut. It's not a 3-man ice hut. It's a 30-person standing room only.
So do you anticipate larger numbers then for the springtime?
Oh, yeah, we always do.
Yeah.
Probably 35 to 40 participants. We get to host the area games again, so it's going to be a blast. And we get a lot of volunteers in Evanston, and it's just super to be able to host at least the area games and showcase what we got in front of a home crowd.
And then a little bit later on, you'll also have, it's not part of the Special Olympics, but it's officially, but it is part of the Evanston tradition with it. You'll have the cops game too, won't you?
Yep, the Guns and Hoses game, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the kids are gearing up for that. There's already a little trash talk going around. Sheriff Matthews, he needs to get his guys ready. So does Rick Grohl and
the Evanston Police,
the Evanston Police Department. You guys need to get your guys ready. Fire department, be ready, because these kids are ready to show their stuff off.
All right, it's been a tight one early on. First time we've seen Cody, I don't know when the last time Evanston and Cody played a basketball game, probably in preseason at some point in a tournament, but it's been quite a while. Tight one early on. Evanston looks like they're getting it going a little bit, though. They're having a little trouble dealing. Elijah Levy, he can shoot.
He can. We're on the road.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Just kind of working some bugs out. Long drive and no excuses. These guys don't want excuses. They're just getting into a rhythm and get a feel for each other. Both groups. I expect a really good second half. It's been fun.
All right,
love it.
Coach Berger, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch up with you next week as well.
All right. Thanks a lot. See you guys.
We will take a break now and come back with the third quarter. Evanston leading Cody 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy Board. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? or like this. At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
The rose is a symbol of love. Now you can combine its beauty with precious gold. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers. A real 12-inch rose is dipped in rich gold or platinum. Choose a lacquered finish with trim in a rainbow of colors. Each comes with a guarantee of authenticity and gift box. This Valentine's Day, show your love 3 ways with a gold rose, pearl necklace, and chocolates. All only $99. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers.
Third quarter about to begin, 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The home team, trailing team, Cody Bronx, begin the quarter with possession. Opposite sides moving. Cody going from left to right against the Road Red Dog Red Devils. Backdoor cut attempted by Hunter Hayes, and Seth Lloyd called for a foul immediately out of the gates, 8 seconds in. Lloyd's second. Inbound for Hayes under the basket. Finds the right side to Blatt. Novakovic at the top. Dribbles to his right to the left side. And back to the right. Leyva, catch and shoot from NBA range. Misses off to the left wildly. Maybe that's where Leyva gets in trouble. That one, an ill-advised 3-ball early in the opening possession of the third quarter. Turnaround hook shot by Lance Evans gives Evanston the first 2 points. 6 points for Evans today. 22-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Leyva across the timeline. Slow moving, just moves over to his right side, finds Hayes. Hayes to Heston, back to Leyva. Goes away from the screen, down the baseline. Fades away against Ellingford. Mason rejects it. Stays in possession of Cody, but Leyva maybe a little hesitant to go in next time against Ellingford, averaging close to 2 a game in the block category. Coach Fessler has to get girls back to Riverton, so that's why he had to head out. They have ACT testing in the morning. Into the right side on the block. Heston against Ellingford. Turns around. Finds Leyva on the right wing. Way deep outside. And I guess never, from what I've read and seen about him, never count him out to pull up and shoot no matter where he's at. Williams has it at the top of the key. Turns around. Has it poked out from behind. Evans on the steal. Picked up by Mason Ellingford. Garrett Berger across the timeline. Evanston moving from right to left. Lloyd has it on the left wing. Back to Berger. Then to Lloyd. Lloyd moves it and passes before the screen comes in from Evans. Berger on the swing around to the right wing. Turn around. Ellingford runs over his man, but a block foul called. Heston Williams caught flopping. Williams' third foul. Forces Duncan Radakovich, the 6'4" sophomore, back into the game. He's played hefty minutes today. Played a lot of minutes last week with Tristan Blatt out into the lane. Brady Hurd rejected from behind by Leyva. Back to Cody, 6:20 left in the third quarter. 2 points is all for either side. Lance Evans got a hook shot to go. That was on Evanston's first possession. Blatt on the left corner. Looks for Hayes, goes away. Radakovich poked from behind. Blatt picks it back up, finds Radakovich in the blocks, fading away against Ellingford, misses short. Rebound Radakovich, back to Leyva at the top of the key. Leyva scoops it back to Novakovic rather. Then to Blatt. He's got it on the corner to Leyva, swing around to the corner. Novakovic open on the left side. Passes up that shot. Blatt has it on the top of the key. 5:40 left in the third quarter. Radakovich looking for it down in the high post. Leyva, deep three, and again misses mightily. That's where he gets into trouble. He's just taking silly shots out there. It's not a good shot even if you do make it. He can get something better, but Cody gets another offensive rebound, so the Bronx still on it. Leva to the right side. Blatt has it. Knocked out of bounds by Lloyd. Possession continues for Cody following the inbound. Coming up on 3 minutes into the third quarter. Still just 2 points scored by Evanston. Hayes, the trigger man, finds Leva on the right wing. Takes a screen to the left. Holding on to the dribble. Brady Hurd catches back up with him. Radakovic has it. Looks for Novakovic, then hands off, catch and shoot Leva. Top of the key, a little bit closer that time, and that's a better result. When he took his 2 deep ones, they didn't even hit rim, and then catches and shoots from just outside. There's nothing but net. 3 for 5 shooting by Leva from beyond the arc today. Down low in the blocks, steal away. Blatt pokes it out into the hands of Hayes, who bobbles it out of bounds back to the Devils. 22-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Seth Lloyd inbounding. Pressure from Cody. Inbound to Lloyd. He walked with it. Back to Cody, down by 4. Student section has to back up to allow room for Novakovic to inbound from that side. Leva taking it across, 4:40 remaining. All of his points outside of the 1 free throw come from beyond the arc today, 10 for Leva. Hayes catches it at the top of the key on a pass from Leva. Dribbles it once, finds Radakovic on the right wing. Leva pops up to the top of the key. Has Hurd, it's 3-on-3. Out to the left side, down low. Turnaround shot, up, misses long and off the rim. Jackson Davis getting his first run today, 0 for 1 shooting from the blocks. Jackson Davis, first time in today, a 6'1" junior playing in the post. 2.5 rebounds, 2 points per game. Driving to the lane, no look pass from Lloyd to Evans. Assist from Lloyd, 24-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 8 points from Lance Evans, leading the way for the Red Devils. Leva across the timeline for Cody. Bronx in the home whites. Got the gold and blue striping down the sides, blue numerals. Evanston red jerseys, white numerals and lettering. Chris Muller moves to the scorer's table to check in at the next dead possession. Jackson Davis has it on the left wing for the Bronx. Down low, Novakovic tries to find some space against Berger. Bounce pass to Leva, catch and shoot at the wing. Puts a leg out like Reggie Miller as he fades away. Misses long though. Rebound, Mason Ellingford up ahead near sideline to Garrett Berger. To the middle of the court, finds Seth Lloyd out on the right wing. 3:20 left, 6-point lead for the Red Devils. Low scoring contest so far. Hurd into the lane, dishes out right side, leaves Lloyd wide open on the wing for 3, no good. Hurd on the putback, set him. If it's 21, he's back to 0, but the Red Devils lead it by 8, 26-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 4 points from Brady Hurd. That one coming off the rebound. Dawson Crofts joins Muller at the scorer's table. No one at the scorer's table for Cody. They're running with who they have, at least appearingly so far. Leva has his pocket pick. Radakovic saves the day. But then a steal away as Radakovic looking for Novakovic. Seth Lloyd on the run. Looks out to the left corner. Garrett Berger open for 3. Nothing but net. 29-18, and that forces the whistle. Jacob Kraft says we got to talk things over. 11-point lead for the Red Devils. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
And what better time than now to give away that Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game on the putback. On a missed 3 ball, Brady Hurd is our recipient on the jump up, catch it and put it back down. Nifty move to give the Red Devils an 8-point lead, and then a 3 ball by Garrett Berger puts them up 11. Brady Hurd, the recipient of today's Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. 2:30 left in quarter number 3, 29-18 the score. Cody with possession, but down 11. Leva with 10 points in the game, has the ball at the top of the key, gives away. Jackson Davis poked out from behind. Muller and Novakovic racing for it. Novakovic wins the battle. Coy across the timeline, guarded by Dawson Crofts, also back into the game. One sub in for Cody over the break was Tristan Black. Dawson Crofts comes away with a steal on Novakovic, but he double dribbled with it, and it's a turnover for Evanston. .208 left, 29-18 in the third quarter. Leyva takes the inbound behind the back, drives to the right, step back, three from the wing, air ball, and Seth Lloyd on the rebound. Over to the right side, Crofts takes it, baseline, double clutch shot, fouled and headed to the line. Crofts scoreless today, chance to get on the board with a pair of free throws. Foul charged on Tristan Blatt. Blatt's first. First free throw rattles down for Crofts. Don't let up, Brett. Don't let up. Let's go. 30-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy board late in the third quarter. Crofts with one more from the line for Evanston, extending the lead one more. Novakovic near sideline across the timeline, picks up, finds Blatt. Corner, Hunter Hayes has it. Leyva comes out on a screen, rips it through into the lane, fading away, push-up shot, draws contact, headed to the free throw line. 84% free throw shooter is Leyva. He's 1 of 2 from the line today. First shot from Leyva. Nothing but net. Leyva up to 11. Still a ways to go to climb his team back in. Lance Evans and Brady Hurd back into the game. Seth Lloyd out, as is Mason Ellingford. In Riverton tomorrow, 2:30 pregame. 3 o'clock tip-off for the girls, 4:30 for the boys. Final inter-region contest. Then next week, we're in Green River on Thursday, back at home for senior night on Saturday against Star Valley. And then the following week in Jackson to close out the season. Leyva on the second free throw is good as well. 12 points from Leyva, about half of his season average late in the third quarter. Trap on for Cody. Evans has it to the middle of the court, finds Crofts. Right side, Berger open for three, puts it up and down again. Third tray, no, fourth of the, third. 3 points at the half, 2 trays in the second quarter. 9 in the game for Garrett. 34-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hayes takes it down on the blocks, stops against Crofts, fades away and down. First point of the game for Hunter Hayes. 34-22 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Berger at the timeline. Hurd still trying to figure out if it's just my mind or if Hunter Hayes is a country singer. Kate, I don't know if you can help me out there. Maybe Dustin, country fans out there. Is Hunter Hayes a country singer? Or is he just a wing for the Cody Bronx? 38 seconds left. Ball tipped by Hayes and an over and back called. A missed call there as they gave it an over and back for Evanston. Referee saying the ball was poked. He reestablished possession at the half court and then moved back. Either way, it's Cody basketball. Leyva across the timeline, crosses over to the right, behind the back dribble, lost it, knocked it off the body of Brady Hurd to Lance Evans. Gives it back to Hurd, 25 seconds left, 34-22 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Crofts to the corner, has Hurd. Back to Crofts, 15 seconds left. Berger to Crofts, the right wing, 2 steps, fouled as he goes up, back to the line for 2. Oh no, a jump ball called. Possession arrow with Evanston. 8 seconds left. Duncan Radakovich comes in for Heston Williams. Williams playing with 3 fouls to the bench. Bounce pass to Evans on the corner, back up top. Swing around to the right side. Crofts to Hurd. Down to 4 seconds left. Crofts at the top of the key for 3. Falls. And it's 37-22 at the end of 3. Evanston pulling away on the Impact Physical Therapy board. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
The rose is a symbol of love. Now you can combine its beauty with precious gold. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers. A real 12-inch rose is dipped in rich gold or platinum. Choose a lacquered finish with trim in a rainbow of colors. Each comes with a guarantee of authenticity and gift box. This Valentine's Day, show your love 3 ways with a gold rose, pearl necklace, and chocolates. All only $99. The 24-karat rose at Seavers Jewelers.
Well, at least Evanston has their priorities straight. By the way, that was a 2-ball by Dawson. His foot was on the line. I'll tell you what, I asked for, is someone in or out of bounds? Tell me, I don't get any response. I ask if Hunter Hayes is a country artist and for help, and I get 12 texts over the break saying yes with pictures. Glad we have our priorities straight, Evanston. Either way, thank you for all the responses. 36-22 at the end of the third quarter. 14-point lead for Evanston over Cody on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Appreciate it. I think Donna Bruce, Kate, Mark, Dustin, and a few others I don't even have the numbers for, sending me pictures of Hunter Hayes. 3-ball in by Cody, 36-25 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. On the other end, Mason Ellingford misses, Lance Evans misses. Moeller on the line, shooting 2 after getting fouled. Three-ball by Leyva on the other side, getting the first points in of the quarter. Moeller misses on his first free throw. Second free throw by Moeller, misses long again. Rebound, Crofts. Nice down low pass to Evans, who scoops it around with the left hand. 10 points by Lance Evans, first into double digits for Evanston. Had Garrett Berger at 9. Leyva drives in right side past Evans, but misses hard off the glass. Ball knocks off the knee of Evans. He was out of bounds, stays with Cody. Ellingford checks in. Evans on the inbound, finds Pryor. Up top, it's Novakovic. Left side, it's Leyva. Takes it on a handoff at the top of the key. Dribbles around a couple times, looking for some space against Hurd. Doesn't see any. Goes to Novakovic. Leyva has the ball back on the right corner. Fires, misses long. And Ellingford up with the rebound. See if Evanston can run the clock down. Well, the answer is no, not quite yet. A wild pass by Crofts gives it back to Leyva. Transition 3, no good. Rebounded by nobody. Knocked out of bounds by Evanston. Heston Williams hit the ball as he fell down to the ground. Sure didn't look like an Evanston player hit it. Cody basketball, inbound to the elbow. It's Pryor taking a screen from Williams. Screen and roll down low, finding Williams for the bucket. 38-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Okay, now how about now running down the clock? Maybe not pushing the tempo. Evanston ran into trouble with this, allowing Green River to get back into a contest. Jab step by Lloyd and a foul off the ball. Looked like it was pointed against Evans or Ellingford. Evans got caught pushing, I guess. No contact, Lance. 3 fouls on Evans, 3 fouls in the half. Evans to the bench. Garrett Berger, Brady Hurd, Seth Lloyd, Dawson Crofts, and Mason Ellingford out onto the court. Coach Cornea wants a timeout. we'll take it with them. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
38-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1.5 minutes go by as the student section and the band are doing the can-can. Cody basketball, Novakovic inbounding, pressure on by Evanston. Got Cody Phillips into the contest for the Bronx. Hayes has it, back to Phillips. Looking to work against Evans, and for the first time all game, we have Elijah Leyva on the bench. That's who Phillips came in for, but he immediately moves back to the scorer's table. I think coach just wanted to talk to him maybe about his shot selection. 5-second call forced by Garrett Berger. Novakovic swallowing his words as he walks away from that. I think he wanted a foul on Berger. Phillips to the bench, Leyva back in, so he gets 23 seconds in the game and then back. Go take a seat. 11-point contest. Evanston with the lead and with possession. The Devils have had trouble closing out games at times this year, notably against Green River. See how this contest goes. Right wing, Garrett Berger has it. 5:54 left. Up top, Brady Hurt fakes a three. Give and go. Lloyd has it on the left corner. Takes a screen from Ellingford. Backs up, looks to the corner. Brady Hurt drives in baseline. Throw it underhanded to Ellingford. Down, up, and good. Ellingford, a quiet 6 points today. 13-point advantage. Leyva across the timeline. Throw to the free throw line. Heston takes it and turns to the right side. Goes to work. Gets backed up. Ellingford called for the foul. Ellingford, second or third. My handwriting is betraying me right now on those X's on the fouls. It is Ellingford's third. Couldn't tell if it was a messy 2 strikes or 3. It was 2, so Williams to the line for a pair. Makes the first. Williams on the second, in. 2.5 minutes by. 11-point game again. 40-29 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston over Cody. Lloyd working, jabbing from the left to the right, through the legs, hand off to Croft, spins around at the right wing, picks it up, goes left wing to Berger. He's hit 3 balls from deep on the corner so far today. See if they try to spot him up with an open shot again. Leyva guarding Berger. Seth Lloyd, pocket picked by Hayes. 3-on-2 advantage. William on the left side, rejected by Ellingford. The ball goes tumbling over to the trophies. Cody basketball, but Ellingford shuts that fast break down in a hurry. 3 gone by in the fourth. Hayes on the inbound, finds Pryor on the corner to Phillips, back into the contest. Phillips, 1 dribble to the right, bounce pass down low. Pryor turns around, fades away, puts a shoulder into Lloyd. Missed shot, and over the back foul on the loose ball. Garrett Berger was fighting for it. Cody Phillips called for the foul. First on Phillips. Team foul number 4 is all on Cody. 4:47 left in the fourth. Hurt across the timeline to Berger. Stops at the left wing. Baseline drive, Berger to Hurd. Down low again to Ellingford, just like they ran it last time. Hurd penetrates, bounce passes to Ellingford and finds him open on the blocks. Quick ahead for Cody. Foul called. Tristan Blatt. They count the shot. Foul on, and the shot counts. Foul number 4 on Garrett Berger. Gave him continuation on the play. Cody Phillips out, Hayes back in. Blatt for one more. Shots up and good. 10-point game. 42-32 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Berger at the timeline. Drives in, jab steps, Leyva tight on him. Goes to the far side, it's Seth Lloyd with it. 4:20 left in the game. Lloyd drives into the free throw line, gives back to Berger, out to the corner, it's Hurd. Picks it up at the wing, fakes left, fakes right, then goes to Berger at the top. Right at that Cody C symbol at left side. Hurd wide open on the three. Back to Lloyd. Hurd looked like he was getting heckled from the sideline for not shooting. Just looked back and said, nah, not now. Hurd on the left wing. Under 4 minutes to play. Evanston's holding on to it. Berger to the right side. No look pass to Hurd. It was wild, but it was in play. Timeout taken by Evanston. Coach Cornea taking a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
One of the biggest challenges we face when it comes to regular exercise is finding time to get to the gym. This is Kim Carden, owner of Flex Fitness Gym. I've got great news. Now you can work out whenever it's convenient for you. The Flex Fitness Gym in Evanston is open 24/7 for members. With keycard access, you can work out in our safe, clean gym using our professional equipment when it's most convenient for you. Don't let time hold you back anymore. Visit Flex Fitness today, 100 Yellow Creek Road, right next to Smith's in Evanston.
Fourth quarter, 3:47 left in a 10-point contest. Cody, the home team, down by 10 to Evanston. Friday night and final week of inter-region play before we move back into the back half of conference season. We'll be back here in a few weeks at Cody High School for the regional tournament. And I'll tell you what, the seating-wise, it's going to be a tight one if we get some good crowds going. Not the biggest gymnasium, but hey, I'll take that every time. A smaller gym means louder noise, especially if we get some bands here playing. 3:33 left in the game. Evanston basketball. Lloyd down low to Ellingford. Finds Hurd open on the blocks. Catch and shoot. Brady Hurd puts him up by 12. Brady Hurd, the recipient of today's Dr. McKay Franken Precision Play of the game. Novakovic with the basketball for Cody. Passes near side to Hayes, out to the corner. It's Tristan Blatt. Drives baseline. Fades away. No, doesn't shoot. Elbow pass to Heston Williams. Back to Blatt. Drives in. Looks against Ellingford, doesn't like his odds. Back to Williams, then to Leyva at the wing. 3 minutes left in a 12-point lead. Leyva jab steps. Big high dribble, no look past Blatt to Hayes. Baseline drive himself, floater up and in. Hayes, the number 2 man on the team scoring-wise, forces a timeout there. Cody gets the points and the timeout. We'll be back. 44-34 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazine's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazine's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazine's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
44-34 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cody trailing Evanston with the basketball. Lance Evans, the inbounder, guarded by Tristan Blatt. 3 Red Devils scored all around. Garrett Berger takes the inbound and across the timeline. Hurd has a 3-on-1 advantage, but jump stops and ends up losing his footing. Turnover back to Cody. Leyva taking it across. High dribble, big crossover to the left, to the right, back to the left. Backing over, drives in right side into the paint. 2 little stutter steps. Fouled, but it's on the ground and it's a charging foul. Leyva hit his left elbow pretty hard. He's holding on to that. First foul on him. Leyva averaging 25 a game. Held to 12 points so far today. Near turnover again for Evanston. Up in the air, Leyva comes up with it. In Cody possession. See if Leyva goes with the shot himself or passes out right side. Hayes to the corner, open for 3. Falls it down. We got a single-digit game. 44-37 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Hunter Hayes, 7 in the contest. And another timeout, 2:17 left. As That's what happened against Green River, happening against Cody right now. We'll be back. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Cody basketball, Evanston basketball, as we welcome you back to Cody High School. 2:15 left, 44-37. Evanston on top. Cody getting a three by Hunter Hayes to force the break. 2-on-1. Ellingford passes outside, and Hayes knocked it out of bounds. Pass intended for Brady Hurd. 2:08 left, near side inbound. Hurd right with his bench behind him. Pass over the line. Garrett Berger throws to Lloyd on the right wing. No look pass down low. Evans up high for two more. 44-39, 46-37 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evans with 12 in the game. Under 2 minutes to play. Deep shot by Leyva, misses short. And a silly shot taken again by Leyva. Took a high bounce out of bounds. Ellingford inbounding, finds Berger. 1:45 left. Ellingford back to Berger. Throws across to Hurd. 3-on-2. Hurd will hold up wisely. Seth Lloyd. No look dish from Hurd. Hayes gets him caught up. No shooting foul there. It was foul 6. And Lloyd was looking to pass on Hayes. It is his second. 136 is all. Cody about to that point where they need to intentionally foul if they want to get any shot left in it. Left wing, Hurd to the right wing. It's Berger back to Lloyd. Lloyd to Berger, 1:26 left. Back tomorrow in Riverton, Leyva charged with the foul. We're there to start the season, December, 6th, 7th, and 8th, I believe. We were in Riverton. No, we were in, boys were. I was in Riverton the 6th and the 8th, was in Casper on the 7th. Was not a good trip. Evanston's boys went 0 for 3 in Riverton, hoping for a different result tomorrow. Garrett Berger makes the first free throw, 47-37 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. He's up into double digits. Second one good as well. 48-37. A foul on Lance Evans. What did he do? Is it a technical? Okay. Foul on Evans. I was looking away after the free throw. Evans' fourth foul. It's called for pushing off a kid, apparently. 1:25 left in the fourth. Out to the corner. Lloyd knocked it out of bounds. Thought it was off of Hayes. Will stay with Cody. Hayes on the sideline inbound. That's nowhere. Heston to Hayes for the shot up. Beyond the arc. Hayes is feeling it. Just catch and shoot. Second three ball of the quarter. Ellingford's up ahead. Up for the dunk and down. That should be it. 50-40 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Ellingford 8 points today. Leyva tries a long three. Ball goes into the hands of Berger. And Evanston with a 10-point lead under a minute to play. I guess you can foul if you'd like, but it's probably not going to do much good. Hayes picks up his fourth. Well, it might be his third. Lloyd calling for everyone to calm down. Third foul on Hunter Hayes.
Lance, don't touch anybody.
Two shots for Lloyd. 7 points in the game for him. Free throw is in. 51-40, final minute of play. Allingford and Evans back behind the timeline. Second shot from Lloyd is good as well. 9 points for Seth today. Leyva running with Cody. Fadeaway shot from 12 feet, no good. Evans on the board, fouled by Leyva. Cross this time, handoff to Leyva. Drives in to the paint, baseline, fakes against Evans, draws contact to the line for two. That'll be it for Lance Evans. It's foul number 5. Probably the player of the game for Evanston. He'll be all right fouling out. 14 points, half a dozen rebounds, a block and a shake of his head and a smile as he walks to the bench. I'll tell you what, the way his season started, 14 points and a foul out, he'll take that every time. He's working on 3 games in a row where he's been downright solid. Leyva makes his first. And a second. Inbound to Crofts. He's into the game to finish it out along with Muller. Seth Lloyd, 30 seconds left. No look pass to Muller. Back to Crofts. Fouled and headed to the line for 2. That was team foul number 10 for Cody. Double bonus. Foul number 5 on Leyva, or foul number 4 on Leyva. All of those coming in the last couple of minutes. .5 on the clock. Crofts shoots and makes it. Second one good. 6 points for Dawson Crofts. 14-point lead for the Devils. 25 seconds left in the game. Novakrovic across the timeline. Handoff to Leyva. Turns around, baseline drive, Euro step, throws it up, no good. Radakovic fouled as he goes up, and we're not quite done yet. 15 seconds left. Radakovic to the line for a pair. Foul number 2 on Muller. First one, no good by Radakovic. Second shot by Radakovic, no good as well. Muller on the board. And that should be the game as long as nobody fouls anyone. Hurd across to Berger. 7 seconds left. And Berger will hold on to it, get a head pat by Elijah Leyva. Seth Lloyd and Hunter Hayes, pair of 3A quarterbacks converge and have a hug at center court. The game's over, 56-42 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston comes away with a 14-point victory over Cody. We'll be in Riverton tomorrow. Come back with post-game coverage next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Evanston defeats Cody 56-42 on the Impact Physical Therapy board.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive here in Evanston.
Welcome back post-game here at Cody High School. The final score on the boys contest, 56-42. Final score on the girls, 35-34. Cody winning the girls on the back of Paige Powell with 6 points. The final 6 points of the game on a steal, a rebound putback, and then just an athletic double-team fadeaway shot in the blocks to give her team from down 5 to up 1 the final point needed. And the boys close, down after one quarter, but come away with a 14-point victory. Got the scores for you to run down. Lance Evans leads the way for Evanston, 14 points in the game for him, followed by 11 points from Garrett Berger. Seth Lloyd with 9, Mason Ellingford with 8. Brady Hurd with 6, Dawson Crofts with 6, 2 from Chris Muller. 17 for Elijah Leyva to lead the way for Cody. 10 from Hunter Hayes. Tristan Blatt has 5 points, Heston Williams 8 points, and 2 from Duncan Radakovich. We'll take a break and come back with Coach Cornea next. Well, he's right here. Let's have him right now, and then we'll take one last break. Got Coach Cornea right now, joining us after a win that was very tight at the end of the first half. What were you thinking after that first half of basketball?
Well, this is just a dangerous team, especially on their home floor. I mean, Elijah Leyva, best offensive player in the state. Although it wasn't their offense giving us troubles, it was our own offense, you know. But they got their legs under them. I think we've been playing better offensively lately. They just got to believe it. And, you know, tip your hat to Cody. This is going to be a tough gym to see them in at regional. I don't know who we'd like to play. I mean, right now, if we see Cody, it probably means we're the 1 or 2 seed coming out of our quad, which is something we want. But this is a dangerous team, you know, make no mistake. So tip your hat to them. I thought they had a great game plan. They tried to keep the ball from getting inside. And when we did get it inside, we were struggling to finish at times. But, you know, we established, we believed, we settled ourselves, which is what you got to do on the road in a hostile gym like this one.
Even distribution of scoring tonight. How did you feel about the overall ball movement in today's game?
You know, I thought we played very unselfish today. We knew that we had an advantage inside, and we knew that after we took advantage of that, they were going to start to collapse, and then we needed outside guys to hit shots, and I thought that it worked very well. You know, that third quarter is probably some of the prettiest basketball we've played, and you know, in the fourth, it's a little tough. You're trying to take the air out of the ball a little bit, still be aggressive, but use the clock as a friend, and but I thought we did a good job in the fourth, too, of attacking when we needed to attack. You know, Garrett Berger comes off and hits 3 shots. He's been shooting the ball with more confidence in practice, too. It's good to see that pay off in a game. I thought Brady Hurd, even though the shot wasn't going well, did a good job tonight, especially passing, cutting to the basket. And Dawson, you know, it was tough. The refs kind of picked on him a little bit. That call's been loose all season long, and you know, it tightened up in this gym. But I thought he adjusted well, and hopefully, you know, we can get by today and get to tomorrow, and we can keep that balance going again.
I've talked about this a little bit this week, going back to like maybe the Mountain View game or some of those games where they were so close and they ended up not going Evanston's way. I said the importance, regardless of who you're playing this week, the importance of getting 2 wins heading into the back half of conference, I think is so big. What do you think about the opportunity you have tomorrow to get a win? If you can take care of business with Riverton, you got it tonight. And Cody, the importance of getting something done and building for the back half of the conference season in tomorrow's game.
Well, we've talked about it all week long. That's been our message, is that these are momentum games. That, you know, we've got a 3-game swing through the second half of our quad, and we either go in with momentum or we stumble into it. And, tonight was a great win. Guys are feeling good. Everybody played well, I thought. It was balanced. We can go get it done tomorrow in another tough gym. We're seeing the second leading scorer in the state tomorrow in Trayton Paxton. And they've got 3 guards who shoot 40% on the season from 3. So, and they're in their home gym. That's a shooter's gym. But if we can get it done tomorrow, then, we put ourselves in great position as long as we're healthy. I think mentally we're in a much better state than we've been at any other point of the season. And then it's three games and 14 days to regionals.
All right, Coach Cornier, we'll leave it there. See you tomorrow.
Thanks. Drive safe.
We'll take one last break and close out this contest here. Doubleheader in Cody on a Friday night. Get you set for Riverton tomorrow.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
For over 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professionals and work in communities across both states. This way, we are able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses in all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Please call us today and let's see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770. The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local, available for large and small projects alike. We work with individuals. The public is always welcome. And contractors. We design and build one-of-a-kind projects, plus we fabricate loose parts and heavy equipment. And customize Ford and Dodge pickup truck front bumpers, plus equipment, including hitches, trailers, and more. Serving customers since 1936, Elling Ford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. Call today, 307-789-1515.
Final moments here at Cody High School. Again, the Lady Red Devils fall to Cody 35-34 late in the game. 6 straight points from Paige Powell is the difference. And the boys come away with a win, 56-42. They improve to 8-9 on the year. They can get to 500 for the first time all season long tomorrow with a win over Riverton. The girls will start things off at 3 o'clock tomorrow at Riverton High School. I just checked. I don't have any score updates from any games going on our side of the state. I saw Natrona was able to knock off Laramie on the boys' side. That was the only update I was able to see out there, so don't have any more news to report for you on that. But we'll be on air at 2:30 tomorrow with hopefully some more information on that front with pregame coverage leading up to a 3 o'clock tip for the girls against Riverton and a 4:30 tip for the boys against Riverton. That's it for me. I'm Jay Kibbert. Thanks for listening. We'll be back in Fremont County tomorrow afternoon. Join us then on mylocalradio.com.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil Basketball. Catch all of the games live or archived at mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.